Pack of cards,
take this one
a couple energy drinks. It's not much. Certainly, I love you to check out like the play mats and t-shirts and stuff, because I think that's really good value. Like the t-shirt and playmat combo.
But he had like a couple of energy drinks, man, for $5. The world sure is different because it costs like $5 for one energy drink.
Depends on what kind you buy.
You convinced Tony with the energy drinks?
Yeah.
You might give some money.
No. Not. This is old. We're not giving any money to this.
It's great. You get a shirt, you get a play mat if you happen a game, and you can support the game that way. But maybe you don't play games, or you can't back the Kickstarter. Just telling other people about its existence is also super, super helpful. Please, at least take a few minutes to check out the Kickstarter, watch the video. I'll explain a lot more about what's going on with this app. And if
he made a video to tell you to watch another video instead of just telling you what's in the other video.
That way gets 2 views. He's a marketing genius, Tony.
Yeah. All right, so you guys think that I'm way out of line with the whole Jeremy's gay thing, right?
We're on the edge here. Give us more evidence.
Convince us.
One more bit of evidence.
Get me something to drink as well.
This is a video from the quartering.
So, Coach Red Pill asked me, actually stated, really, keep sucking on Sargon's dick, boy. V says that Sargon's cum tastes awfully good. So does it?
A hell of a clip, huh? Well, what's this? Oh, this is a copyright strike that I got from Liam Gray. And this was about less than a year ago. I don't think it was this year. I think it was last year. It could have been this year. It was last year, 6/28/2025. So Liam Gray struck my channel. He struck my channel because I was EFAPing him. And I was EFAPing him, and he put up some artwork. He put up some artwork. I don't know if you guys remember. It was something kind of similar to this, but without the cocks. And so the pickle of it was, he's like EFAPing ComiMark. ComiMark is explaining why his book has shit the bed and why he fucked that all up. So while Liam Gray is watching KamiMark is showing my artwork, is showing artwork from that Krishna Kid book, showing shit from the Krishna Kid book, which some of it is I did the covers for. And while they're EFAPing KamiMark, they're like making up shit, asking if I did artwork for free, seeing if it was my fault. Like they were just all over the spectrum. Literally, these two are on the fucking spectrum. They're just sliding up and down it. They're just kind of speculating and just making up shit. You know what I mean? Like slandering me, trying to say that I was the one who caused Krishna Kid to shit the bed. So I'm like watching. First, I didn't know that Krishna Kid had like fucking got canceled until I saw KamiMark fucking doing a video about it. And so I'm like kind of watching him and I'm watching Liam at the same time. So they stop EFAPing it, and Liam puts up some stupid ass artwork. And me and I'm sorry, I don't remember who was with me, but me and another person, we like stopped, like paused Liam's shit, and then we started talking about like food or something. So Liam took that and he struck my channel. He's like, you're showing artwork, you're showing my artwork, and so I'm gonna strike your channel, which he did. So here's proof that he struck my channel, because I like typed it. I know it's been a while. So this was like the strike. So I've had a whole bunch of like community notes or community warnings or something like on it. Most of my Liam Gray stuff has been like has like some sort of community thing on there, like, oh, this can't be shown in Australia, kind of a thing. But with that stream, because I showed a few minutes of his bullshit fucking artwork, he struck me. So, and here's a screenshot of the email. You can see I did a search for copyright YouTube, then Liam Gray, and it popped up. Took a screenshot of it, so there it is. So there's my receipts. The only reason why I give a fuck, is like I'm watching the Liam Gray guest appearance on Raptor, and the first 5 minutes, he's like, I've never struck anybody. And then he like was like, I showed Lord Raptor and I showed Pan my fucking strike, my history, and I haven't struck anybody. And it's like, well, I know that's bullshit. I haven't struck anybody in the last 5 years. I know that's bullshit. And, you know, the boys want to fucking play nice with Liam so that Liam will talk shit. But both Raptor and Pam were like, yeah, man. So I like stopped watching right there. I was like, he's saying you didn't struck anybody? You didn't strike me? I got to efap this. Because this is fucking wild. Because I right off the bat, his like within the first breath of fucking words, he's already like making up shit. And I'm watching two people who I thought were my friends just fucking like, yeah, man, sure. What the fuck? What the holy fuck? So let's watch this. Let's say hello to the chat real quick. Hello. So already said hello to Mr. Longbox, my man. Okay, Brady. Can't go wrong with him. Great Golden Worm. Happy Sunday. Mr. Garfield, my man. Yep, he's saying hello to somebody. Is that a child shield? Yes, that is a child shield. That is a child shield. Did you see? It's like off of a drawing that I did. I haven't finished it. I don't know what I'll use it for, so I probably won't finish. But it was like, what's stronger, a baby shield or a fucking dead relative shield? Like, which one? Which one is the doozy? Let's see. So that's my and I did this rough. I mean, this is super rough. So that's Liam with his fucking baby shield. That's his baby fucking shield. And then you have saggy face Malin. I'm sorry, Malin. Saggy face Davis. Shannon, baby cakes Davis next to him with his fucking dead relative shield. My brother died. Like, what the fuck? Nobody's talking about your brother. Is your brother named Sean? I don't even think his brother's name is fucking Sean. So it's like, dude, nobody knew you had a fucking brother that died. Nobody's talking about it. Steel Toe called you fucking Sean by accident, and people laughed and latched onto it. But what does Shannon do? Shannon is like, yo, I got a dead fucking relative. So he's fucking hoisting the fucking dead relative shield. You know, it's a shield that's been used, right? Anna used that shield pretty well. Yes,
Can you help me open this?
I will. Stay right over there for me. What is this? Oh, no. Can you take that to mommy and have her open it? That is silly sand right now.
I want silly sand.
I know you do, because you're silly. But could you take it to mama? Could you shut that door for me?
I don't know. That's my problem. That's why I asked you.
Well, mama will open it for you. Love you. So Anna was a good one with the dead relative shield. Right? Any criticism of her art, she'd fucking pull up this fucking shield with her dead sister's fucking corpse attached. I'm sorry, I can't burp like that downstairs.
Dad,
Yeah.
I've been calling for Mom.
She's downstairs outside by their
I-
car.
I don't see her.
She's in the driveway. I just talked to her. She has like a bucket of like silly sand or whatever it is, and I'm not ready to open that and be responsible for cleaning that up. So I'm just gonna let my wife open it up. Saturdays and Sundays are like the big days in my office where I get to just be in my office and draw all day and not be I don't say bothered, but you know, if somebody needs something, like they go to mama on the weekends. Until I'll be up here until maybe 6, and then I'll go downstairs and start dinner or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so Anna had a dead shield. Now Shane Davis is using the fucking shield, and then over in the corner is the doormats, and they got to fucking stack up to be worth one person. You got like Cynic, and maybe that Negro Ruby King. Then there's some sort of hat, some sort of TV screen, and then at the bottom you got that fucking one-footed bitch. That fucking wannabe Asian Negro. It's pretty funny, right? Maybe I'll make some fucking coffee cups. It's just doodling. I don't think I'll do it. I might like finish them off, maybe, but like I don't know. I do have some other shit to do. I got like real work to do. Let's see. Commie's Mark project failed because 1, he's a commie. 2, he hired an Indian scammer as his artist. You're correct on both. He had a previous project that got fulfilled, so I assumed that this book would also get fulfilled. I did 3 or 4 like wraparound fucking covers. Got Billy Basco to fucking color them. Like they came out really fucking cool, man. Really fucking awesome covers. And then I like met his interior artist and was like, fuck, man. Like this motherfucker's gonna sell this project just based off of my covers, because the internal artwork was just dog shit. And I met the dude. I met the little Indian fella that he had, and yeah, the guy is like early 20s, is like one dude in like a house of like 12 people. It was fucking like bizarre, like red flags out the yazoo. I don't know why Kami picked that fucking guy, and I don't know. It's weird, man. Kami Mark has like come back into ComicsGate. Like he fucked up his book, came back, and has just been fucking sucking the dicks of Just the worst fucking people, dude. I just don't understand. Like, Comic Mark shows up and is like, "Hey, Riley, let's hook up or whatever." Oh, hey, Katie did. Hey, baby, how are you? Or whatever. Like, the fuck? It's fucking crazy, dude. So, yeah, you're correct on both of those. A commie that works at a fucking gas station. Explain that, dude. I was like, what the fuck? It was the usual seething by Liam. I can't wait. We're going to find out. Garfield, he admitted it too. Sounds sane. Hell. That's right. I had Chris Stanley on that. Thank you, Sci-Fi. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Liam was on Raptors. Raptor and Pan lick Liam's ass. You know, it seems like hey, if they can somehow get a dig on Ethan or Shane or whatever, they don't give a fuck. They'll fucking hang out with anybody if it gives them a fucking leg up on Ethan. Just passing through. How's it going, Paints? CG King Liam is threatening to extradite American citizens. Dude, I'm still waiting on a fucking lawsuit paperwork to get filed. I'm waiting I'm waiting for like Aussie commandos to fucking rope into my house and bag me up. Like fucking Brazil, you know, I'm waiting for them to come in here and fucking put me in a black bag and take me back to Australia. And so far it hasn't happened. I mean, what would be fucking dope is if he got all of War Campaign, like he's like, I'm going to get all you motherfuckers. If he gets all the War Campaign, and then he's going to get all the doormats. So he gets all the doormats, and we're all on the same fucking plane. That would be dope as shit. That'd be funny as hell. He's like, all right, well, if we're going to go to Australian jail, let's just start beating the shit out of some doormats on the plane. Could you imagine going to an Australian jail for like a week because of this? That shit would be fucking, it would be kind of like a vacation. I've never been to Australia. I don't have any fucking desire to go to Australia. I don't know. It seems like a decent country, but everything they have, we got here. So everything I want to see, they got here. Like, well, they have pandas and pandas. They got koalas and fucking kangaroos. I've seen them. We have those here now too. So who cares? They got great white sharks when you go fucking surfing. So it's like, hey, do you want to go to a place where they have great white sharks when you go surfing? No, I'm good. I'm good. I was surfing one time and got fucking bumped. And I don't know if it was a shark or what, but I love surfing. Surfing's the shit. But I hate the sitting out there, sitting on your board, like waiting for the next fucking set, or just like fucking, you know, just sitting there. I just always felt like I was dangling like my legs over a tiger cage. You know what I mean? Like, let me just sit on top of this tiger cage and swing my arms and legs and shit inside it. So I was always skeeved out by just sitting there. So as soon as I fucking got like past the break, I'd be fucking looking for a wave to get the fuck on and get my fucking feet out of the water. It sounds so weird, like a fucking surfer who's fucking scared of sharks. Like, bruh. I knew a couple people. There's a guy named Jim who was a photographer, and he had a fucking like chunk out of his fucking foot. Just like, yeah, like he was surfing one day and somebody just fucking came by and was like, oh, I wonder what that is. Suddenly he's got a fucking divot in his foot. Yeah. It's great white sharks. That's a big old fucking no. Yeah, okay, so everybody's saying hello to each other. All right, so let's get into this shit. It's a fucking madhouse.
It's a fucking madhouse. Welcome on, Liam Gray.
Oh wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for
There
having
he
me.
is.
Here I am with my Vicky endorsed light box right here for all you to see. Posting about. So I made sure to bring my light box for you guys. I'm drawing in the dark.
He really lashes on to certain things. Like, oh, here's my light box, y'all. Oh, it's just my light box. And it's like somebody made a suggestion of maybe he's using a light box to trace. Right. And it's like, I'm not using a light box. Okay. And so he latches on to this one little fucking thing that like maybe isn't true, maybe isn't. I don't know. I mean, he acts like at first he acted like he didn't know what a light box was, which is odd. And then now he's like, "Oh, this is my light box. This is my official licensed Vicky light box." And it's like it's a lamp. If you're on a glass table, you put the lamp underneath it, you got a fucking light box. Like I've had stories told to me by people who Dave Johnson. Dave Johnson's a great artist. I met him at a con one time, and he was talking about doing work in the hotel room the previous night, and he was using the glass coffee table as his drawing, and then he fucking put one of the hotel room lamps underneath it so that he could have a fucking a light table to finish his work. And like there's absolutely nothing wrong with using a light table for your own shit. Like I have a light pad, I also have an older light box up there, and you draw shit, you draw it loose on one piece of paper. That's how I did. I'd like draw my elements, draw different elements, and then use a light box to compose them. Like, okay, let me draw this character, and then you can put your other piece, and then you can kind of move the paper a little bit, and you kind of get better angling or better positioning. You know what I mean? It's like it's just common. It's not. I mean, the thing with Liam is that he's like fucking. He like traces or something. I mean, to be like, no, I drew this guy's shitty Dr. Doom, but I drew it exactly, but like 10% bigger. Like you could like line, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, but like he's already like starting off as a fucking kook.
During the light, I offend everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to sit perfectly in the darkness. So how's everyone doing? I just come on to say, no, I didn't strike Lord Raptor Jesus' channel. When the accusations were first made, I sent my strike history to both Pan and Lord Raptor Jesus, which you guys can back me up on, I'm sure. John, that I did not strike.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see anything of my channel getting struck down by you in any way.
I haven't, in fact, struck anyone. So not in like 5 or so years.
Really? So is this AI? Is this AI? I mean, like, I could forward this to anybody. I could forward this email to anybody to see that he is indeed striking people, copyright striking people. And you can see what it was for. No quarters given. Krishna Koala. Krishna Koala. Koala, sorry. Krishna Koala. Krishna Koala. That was last year. So you're not being honest, bro. You're lying. And you're lying in real time. And here's a receipt showing that you're a fucking liar. Let's continue. The growing cost of QuickBooks.
You guys can back me up on, I'm sure. John, that I did not.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see anything of my channel getting struck down by you in any way.
I haven't, in fact, struck anyone. So not in like 5 or so years. So that's another conspiracy theory. But I'll tell you what, you can go to Frog Tony's channel. You go.
It's not a conspiracy theory. You're just lying. And I'm just being amazingly specific in what you're lying about. See, the wild thing with Liam and other, maybe even a couple other people, you know, they'll like say some shit, and it's like, why don't you get specific? Why don't you get specific? Matt, you fight with your allies. Like, really? Which ones? What allies are you talking about? Get specific. Oh, you fight with PTP. That's an ally? Really? Like, what exactly is an ally? And you need to be more specific. Same thing with this guy. It's like you start like asking him specificities. Fuck. If you start asking him specific things, I need to go ask my wife how to say that word. You go ask for specific things on shit, and it starts to crumble. When you let him rant, he's just like building shit up, like, oh, this person and them, they're doing this, they're in cahoots with this. Like, it's this whole like crazy conspiracy. But when you like break it down and you try to be specific, like he fucking shits the bed. A lot of people shit the bed when you like, can you get specific? Can you give me an example of what you're talking about? They fucking crumble. They start stumbling, and then it gets into like fucking corny insults.
I don't like Rob Tony, but he's got a couple of clips over there. Of Lord Finatra and Dark Gift talking about how they know that I was not responsible for any of the strikes, but they're going to pin it on me anyway. So you guys can form your own opinions about that. It's Liam is innocent and stuff, as the video is called. The other thing I wanted to say real quick was KSS, for being the first person in like fucking 30 years, or the history of ComicsGate, to notice that Liam hasn't actually struck his enemies. I'm going to send you a free book and illustration. You can contact.
He just digs deeper. Like, dude, you don't fucking think people can fucking just pull up an email and show it? I don't strike my enemies. Yeah, you do. And you know what's fucked up is that Raptor and Pan both fucking know that Liam has struck my channel. Like, it has been discussed. So they both fucking know this, and then just let this fucking guy sit there and say this shit. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Me at Conquest Comics Official. Any of the books that I previously published, some of which go on the secondary market for upwards of $200 US. I will be happy to send you a copy. You just have to email me. Let me know the theme of the sketch, so long as it's reasonable. I'm not going to draw anything that's going to get me in trouble, but I'll send you a free sketch too. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate the people that fucking take the time to open their eyes and notice. And the last thing that I want to say while I'm here, thank you for having me, is Oz and I are doing a regular show. We're going to be drawing and talking. It's over on my channel in about, I think, an hour or so. It's up there, loaded up. So when everyone wants to finish up whatever they're doing over here, you're welcome to come over. Won't be the most controversial thing of all time, but he's back. He's drawing. He's working.
That's the thing. They'd be like, yo, man, like, just let the Liam shit happen.
So
it'll be good against.
Now, just like the Oz show in its old format, is a new format. Like, what are you working with here?
Fucking nuts, dude.
Well, we're just winging it right now. We're going to actually draw. I'm thinking actually of talking a little bit about this Australian serial killer, but I'll get to that later. Hasn't been talked about on the internet really at all. It's interesting. I found an old book, but like, we're just going to go for an hour, see how it goes on the first show.
Wolf Creek, there's Australian. There's a new Australian serial killer movie called Apex. The link for people.
We've got to vibe it out.
Charlize Theron,
come by the chat, see what it is.
The dude from Kingsman.
And yeah, I just wanted to say, hey, I'm here, guys. I know I'm making a whole bunch of people angry, but I'm here because it's none of anyone's business what happens to me, right? So, like, no one has to defend me or be on my side. You can stand around and watch people openly on their Twitter endorse harassing me and shit-talking me, and I can be all on my own, right? So why can't I be here? It's the same
You're a
standards,
fucking
right? Same
yeah,
standards.
go ahead, be on there.
Mhm.
Just lie.
So
Maybe Raptor's giving
I
him
will
rope.
say you
know
guys
what I
are being
mean?
a bit
Just like
mean,
Raptor's letting him sit there
being a
and
bit
talk,
mean
giving him
to
the rope.
Malin. Malin's being pretty cool, and I am looking forward to going for the Fans Fest. By the way, I really want to go.
Yeah.
The fucking Fans Fest, that shit ain't fucking happening. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. You maybe have 20 people who have backed it. You've got a guy who says that he's lost fucking 50K already. Shenanigans. Excuse me.
But
no, I have to agree with Malin on that. You should be there. So hopefully you can make it to the States. That'd be fun.
Fucking boiled ham.
Yeah, I think that we could all get together and have fun. Actually have a good time.
I don't think you should fucking show up. You know what? If you're a creator, you shouldn't be at FanFest if you have any late books. If you have any late books, you can't fucking go. Fuck. What does that mean? That means you'll have like Shane Davis in the corner. That's it. Nobody else will fucking be there.
But as it is, I'm getting real tired of people lecturing me about who I can hang out with, what I can do, what I can say, especially when they're unemployed losers that fucking are just terminally online drug addicts. So I'll go where I want to do what I want. And sometimes I might come by here and say hi, see how you guys are doing, check in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you cleared that up, because around the 7-hour 30-minute mark, Evan says that Liam struck the newscast channel, and Liam is come to clear that up, and we do appreciate it.
I did not strike the newscast channel, and I haven't even struck my enemies. I've wanted to, guys. I've wanted to. But no, and also I've got some breaking news for you here. I've got some breaking. I've got to shut up. So is it okay if I tell you guys anything? Because they don't want me to say anything. You guys?
Oh, please! Please say what you want to. I'll know.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I might upset some people if I say some words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I just found out as of today that we all know
this fucking guy. He's about to kick into a fucking rant. So get ready. Buckle the fuck up. But this guy, like when I showed up in ComiGate, I know you guys heard the story again. When I showed up in ComiGate, he had already fucked off. Like he had just recently fucked off. Like I showed up, I was friends with Vinny. I knew him in real life and shit. We'd gone to cons and stuff. And I had hired Vinny to work on the Gridiron Green shit, the United Nations. Like we were going to do, like the back cover was going to be like a Vinny piece. I paid him like $400 to do this piece. And we ended up not using it because there was some shit that I was like asking him to revise. And he was like, no, I'm not revising that. So I was like, all right, well, if you're not revising it, I can't use it because it's not fucking... It doesn't make fucking sense. But even after that, like I did the United Nations thing, it was like, yeah, all right, that's you don't have any more bandwidth to work on it. I was like, who doesn't get fucking revisions on a fucking job? I mean, I was just like, all right, bird. But I water under the bridge, not a big deal. Ended up doing the back cover anyways myself. And then I showed up in ComiGate. And Vinny was fucking super fucking heated, just super pissed off at Ethan over his treatment of Liam. And this is when Vinny was like, I'm not ComiGate anymore. Like he was fucking declaring himself not ComiGate. And then he tried to get on to an art auction show and was like left in the backstage by Ethan because Ethan was like, oh, Vinny's not ComiGate? Okay. And like didn't bring him on, which just fucking like threw him off the handle. So coming into ComiGate, it was like I was like hearing some crazy shit, but Liam was never around. Liam never hopped onto a stream with us. I never streamed with Liam. None of that. Never fucking talked to him. I think I was like in his chat on one of his shows for like one time, and then I didn't go back. Not because I was like, oh, what the fuck. I was like, all right, this is what this guy is up to. So Vinny and I are like, we're hanging out. Vinny is like, don't get involved in the drama. And while he's like screaming about the drama, and I meet Vicky. I talked to Vicky. First Vinny got shitty with Lola. Y'all remember Lola After Midnight, the original CG After Dark? So Vinny was on there. He was like, yeah, you should go on there. I was like, all right. So I went on there. I met some other people. And while we're hanging out, Vinny is like, yo, don't fucking hang out with Lola anymore. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, what? That's fucking weird to say. Like, what's up? And it's like, apparently Lola and her husband, the umbrella guy, like hired him to do some fucking work and then fucked him over and then like didn't want to pay him or something. So he was completely bent out of shape and didn't want to fucking didn't want me to hang out with her. And I was like, well, that's just fucking crazy, dude. Like, I'm gonna fucking go on this stream. Like, that's whatever y'all beef is between y'all. And then when I told him that Vicky invited me on for an interview, he was like, if you go into Vicky's stream, I'm not streaming with you anymore. You're not allowed. You're not welcome on my channel anymore. And it was like, that's fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, well, fuck you. And that fucking ultimatum. So I fucking went and streamed with Vicky. And I haven't talked to fucking Vinny since. Well, actually, I did talk to Vinny because of the next shit that Liam tried to pull. So Vinny, I'm like, all right, man. So Vinny goes his way. I go my way. I go further into ComiGate, and he fucking like bounces. He leaves. Playing with my skateboard. So fast forward like 3 years or whatever. I've done multiple fucking covers, logos. I've already done some interior work on several books, right? So I'm like, because I like showed up in a ComiGate and I was like, hey, I'm a commercial artist, and everybody was like, we don't give a fuck. What have you done in ComiGate? And it was like, oh, all right, well, I guess I have to start over a whole new, like, pay my dues, I guess, right? So I was like, all right, well, so I just started doing logos and covers and all kinds of shit, not for free, but like fucking rock bottom prices, right? Like if there was a corporate logo, it'd be easily $500-600 with somebody who was like, hey, I have a comic book and I need a logo. I mean, it'd be like, how much do you want to pay? Seriously, I was like, yo, how much? Like, hey, you want to do a cover? I was like, yeah, I'll do a cover for you. Cool. How much? I don't know. What do you got budgeted? Oh, I could pay you $200. Sounds good. And then I'd get a cover out there, right? So those 3 years doing a whole bunch of fucking work on a whole bunch of books, easily over a dozen, from the Mavericks book to Martina Marcota's book. I worked on her book. I helped her with her book. To Shane Davis, I did a card for his shit. Yada yada yada. I mean, the list goes on. And nobody's ever been like, yo, he was unprofessional. Like, I was always super professional. Like, multiple thumbnail sketches, multiple fucking, open to revisions, and then like mad leeway on like payment time. Like, if I gave you the artwork on a Monday, like, yeah, I'd let you go a week before I would be like, hey, are you gonna pay me for that? Which I feel like is pretty fair, because I think, my normal day-to-day commercial art shit is like, pay me when I fucking email you. Like, I email you a JPEG, you pay me, and then I email you the vector artwork. So like the fuck you pay me mentality, I kind of put on the shelf for a second. This is all like out there. This isn't like Liam like making up shit about like doing music posters and then not showing any posters, or saying he's in bookstores in Europe and not in any, and like not naming any books. So it's like everybody knows the books that I've done. You can go to my website and see like examples of the line artwork. So fucking Liam comes back into ComicsGate and goes off about how he used to stream with me and told me to keep my head down. How he knew about my involvement in fraudulent campaigns with Vinny's pirate book. So apparently somebody took Vinny's artwork off of Indiegogo and like did a campaign on Kickstarter or something. You know what I mean? And so Liam was trying to blame me for that. He was talking to Dark Gift about that. And because he was like, you know what you did. I was like, what the fuck? Because he was like, I was on Dark Gifts, and Dark Gift was like, yeah, Liam doesn't want you on the stream with him. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I've never interacted with that guy. Like, what the fuck is the problem? And so, yeah, Dark Gift found out. So even Liam was going on, like, Ethan's was like, yeah, you know what you did. You know what you did, Matt Barr. You know what you did. And I was like, what did I do, bro? What did I do? And then Dark Gift, like, asked him about it and finally was like, oh yeah, so Matt was involved in Vinny's shit, in Vinny's fraudulent campaign. And like he started spreading that fucking story around. And that was when like we started like fucking going at each other, because it was like, what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna make up shit, then I'm just gonna bring up shit that's true. Like you being a fucking sex pest and your fucking shit's whack and your books are fucking backwards and shit. So it's like you know, to be like, yeah, Matt Barr is involved in a fraudulent campaign, and he's saying this within a crowdfunding community. It could be damaging, right? It could affect people's I don't know, sense of honesty. What would you call that? Their trust, right? So it's like if I put out a book and I have it on Indiegogo, and then you have Liam Gray out there saying that I've created fraudulent, fake campaigns, you know, that can affect my business. That can affect my work. And he has done it repeatedly. But it's like, that's like the crux of my fucking issue with Liam, was him showing up and like accusing me of fraud involving somebody else's fucking campaign. So like, I went to Vinny and was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, you're going to say something to your fucking boy? And was like, I'm staying out of this. It's not my fucking business. I'm staying out of it. And I was like, dude, you're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking pussy. Like, I don't know what fucking, I don't know, like if like Liam sucked your dick in Jersey and now you won't say anything against him. I don't know what kind of fucking broke back fucking Hoboken shit you guys got going on. But yo, he's saying some crazy shit about your campaign and about me. Yo, Vinny like didn't want anything to do with it, which was fucking wild. I was like, what the fuck? And then you had like Dojo Coons. He got involved. He's like a como se dice? He's like a corporate auditor, or like he's like a internal forensic auditor or something. And so he dipped into the whole campaign and like saw that it was like from somebody from Ukraine or fucking China or something. Don't quote me, but it was like somewhere like east of fucking Bucharest, you know, that was like fucking with this campaign. And I didn't have anything involved with it. So it was just like, where the fuck are you getting this idea? So I was never able to like get Liam on like a one-on-one and be like, what proof do you have of this? And I the only time I did was on that well-read stream where he started crying, right? He's like, I have screenshots. I have screenshots proving that you did it, right? And I'm like, please fucking show them. Show whatever screenshots you think you have that I was involved in a fraudulent fucking campaign. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not asking anybody. What the fuck? So you're like telling everybody that I did this. You have receipts, but you like refuse to show them. It was the fucking most insane shit I'd ever heard in my life. And if he was just like making up weird shit, I wouldn't care. But the whole like fraudulent thing within the crowdfunding scene really like fucking was like, what the fuck? Because I consider myself to be extremely fair and honest with my business dealings and with my personal dealings. Point, if he came out and was like, hey man, I'm sorry that I said all that shit, I would still be like, fuck off, bro. Just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck away from me. But no, he's gonna hop on here and make up some more lies. So that's my deal with Liam. Like all the other shit, like him being fucking Sexpest and like him, saying that he was a fucking Boy Scout and they got kicked out for inappropriate behavior, like that shit's all fucking you, brother. But like ultimately telling people that I was involved and that I was like cheating people out of money is just fucking was too much for me.
Know the quaff. We know what the Etsy's are. We know who the quaff is, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's John Delarosa's artist. He's a big fan of mine. Well, as it turns out, he's teamed up with
this dude's still fucking raging about JDA.
With the unwashed Riley. And they're gonna be coming at me. They're gonna be repeating history. They're gonna be making, I guess, a book about me, I suppose, just like John Delarose did. They're really gonna get me, guys.
Well, it's not like fucking Riley's original.
So, Riley has teamed up with former Etsy boy John Delarose sympathizer to produce artwork.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, but
while threatening me on social media,
man, I wish my boys had fucking done a little pushback. Like if they want to fucking hang out with Yellow Flash, fine. But like with like this is like one more, like if you want to be friendly with fucking Knife Quest or Knife School, you want to be friendly with fucking Turtle AIDS motherfuckers, and you want to be friendly with fucking Richard Umbries and shit, like whatever. But want to be friends with Yellow Flash, whatever, whatever gets you ammo against Ethan. But like Liam Gray shit is fucking, what the fuck? The fuck are y'all doing
now for like 8 days consecutive?
No pushback at all.
I'm pretty
I
sure
haven't heard nothing from the Quaff in how long, and he's coming back to team up with Riley.
To team up with Riley, to fuck with me, to quote his social. You got to go have a look at his social media. It's something. Apparently, I'm forcing them to go against their morality or something, some moral code. And you've got Quaff there on Twitter going, "Oh, this is what I've been dealing with for years. Finally, thank you," like he's in the throes of coitus. I'm thinking, I've not made you do anything. I haven't thought a fucking thing about you in years, right? But I guess he's just been sitting there with his dick in his hand. And now he's got a new daddy. Now he's got a new daddy, Delarose. So stay tuned, I guess. They're going to show me, going to ride me to six figures, Ben.
Yeah, no, I think all those pussies have me blocked. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, and that's it. They're all pussies, man. They're like, don't fight back. Don't defend yourself. Just take it.
They did, at least.
Let the unwashed losers push you around. Get fucked. But anyway, I know you guys are busy with what you're doing. I just wanted to say hello to the chat. Thank you for your support. Like I said, KSS, I saw what you said in the comment section. I'm glad you noticed that. I got one last thing before I fuck off. And feel free to go fuck myself. You've posted on your opening video a clip of me talking to Odie, right? And then immediately after it, you post a video of me where I'm upset because I've been fucked with by Bar and shit, right? And it's not really a fair context about what's actually going on. It sort of presents me in a way that isn't very accurate. I would appreciate it, though you're under no obligation, if you made fun of me in a different way or removed it. Because I'm not upset that Odie got his Dark Horse deal. I know there's a lot of people that are really trying to push that narrative, but I'm not. And if people think that like I'm sitting here bitter and shit, I'm upset and hurt over what happened because I feel he got manipulated. And he came to me and said that he hadn't been paid or even sent a copy of his book from Dark Horse.
I guess that's what's going on.
It's not exactly like I'm thinking, oh no, right? Like the guy came to me and asked for help.
Joey, he's already mentioned my name
about Dark Horse. So I'm not really sitting here coping and seething over it like it's sort of being presented in that clip. And I know that that's the point of it, is to make it look like I'm coping and seething.
That would be dope to get a chopper ride.
You know, I'm not.
That would be
Well,
awesome.
to be fair, I'm trying to all the names. To be fair, Liam, I'm just a retard from the chat, and a lot of people send me the intros, and I just play with them, roll with them, and well, sometimes we mix them up.
I figured.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. They don't got anything else going on, dude. Like they're fucking. It's either like Liam or they go to Frog Tony or Liam. That's who they're fucking talking about. Just drama, just fucking internal. Excuse me, just internal bullshit, fucking drama, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No fucking building, no fucking producing, no production of anything. Just fucking Liam, Doormats, and Frog Tony just creating this fucking self-feeding cycle of bullshit with nothing actually getting produced. Wow. 3-year anniversary of Super Killer. And who got it to over 100K? Ethan. So even though Vito has like, yo, fuck your kids tweets, he's a fan of Tweety or Cuties. The guy fucking hangs out around kids wearing Bluey t-shirts. You can't tell me that's, I mean, Vito is a pedo. There's no denying it. He's even admitted it. He's even said like, yeah, you can call me that. So you're well aware. Like, you're like, no, I leaned into a joke. Whatever, bro. I was just joking is such a fucking band-aid for reality and the truth, dude. Like when somebody says something, go, I'm just joking. It's like, you weren't really fucking joking. You fucking said what you wanted to. And now you're trying to fucking backpedal. So, yeah, I mean, when you're like, yo, ComicsGate are a bunch of fucking pedos and pedo sweepers, it's not hard to like look for fucking examples. You can go right to the top. Not like, hey, not like, well, Ethan and them, they're all good. You have to go down to like the sub levels of ComicsGate to fucking find the pedos. Nope. No, you don't. You go right to the fucking top and you get pedos and fucking pedo sweepers from fucking right. Like it won't take you that hard. Super easy. Super unfortunate. All for what? Super chats?
I figured. And like I said, I don't mind if you guys are paying me out or whatever the fuck, but just like that's something that like I've tried to be supremely fucking fair to that kid, right? And
he's bitching about Odie.
You know, I'm just like, I'm not actually upset that he's found a measure of success. Okay. I do personally think that if he stuck with me and we did Xenotype 2 and 3, and we followed through, instead of, you know, what happened, he would be making more money. That isn't.
You try to sell him you try to pay this kid in Beyblades or something. This fucking dude is like drawing your fucking book. You like just made up some fucking bullshit queer Guyver redo. Like it's basically just Guyver. And then this guy fucking drew the shit out of it. What the fuck? And you paid him in Beyblades. So you got one employee you fucked over with Beyblades. Then you tried to fucking blame him for the manga, North Korean fucking manga style, whatever the fuck. Then you got another employee who had to bounce because you were getting fucking sexually fucking weird with her. Right? What is one of the lines you fucking fed to her? Like, yo, like, yeah, let's just be friends, but I want to fuck your brains out or something. Like, I'm paraphrasing it, but you were like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you. So it's like after you've had this whole conversation of like, hey, I thought we could do something. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm not really fucking down with that, dude. I've kind of had a situation. And he's like, okay, I totally understand, but I definitely want to fuck you. Bro, you don't say that to your employees ever. That's some fucking straight go to HR fucking, you're done, dude. Like by the time you hit send on that tweet, that text, your boxes are fucking packed up. And then you had another artist who, I can't remember, like you wanted to pay her with a tablet and then you like charged back the tablet and she had to pay for it or something. It's like, you can't name a fucking employee that you've had that hasn't been fucked over. Like that's, or in some way there's been an issue. It's fucking bizarre, man. It's fucking bizarre.
Opinion I have that people don't like. But fact of the matter is, my Xenotype books on the secondary market, for those of you who backed more than one copy, I went out of my way to make this happen. They're selling for sometimes, $200 or so US right now. So there you go. I think that shows that there's demand for.
He'll hey, look at this drawing I did, and then he'll like noodle on it in the corner for like an hour,
so I just
and then pull it back up, and it's still the same fucking drawing. Like
I'm working now to do the background, but I don't want to waste all you guys' time. Is there anything that you guys want to yell at me for?
And I think I was even like, yo, let's do a fucking art challenge. Yo, you and me, like pick a fucking prompt. Let's do this. Pick a prompt, and we'll fucking draw against each other. Nah, he wasn't fucking down with that. Nobody is. That's the fucking weird thing. Nobody will do a fucking art challenge with me. I mean, was I a beast during the Fragtobers? Remember those Fragtobers? Those were fucking dope, dude. It happened for like at least 3 years. Dude, that was dope. Just showing up to Fragtobers, picking something to draw, and just fucking smashing, dude. Just crushing it every fucking night. It was dope. And then, I didn't realize that I could go against him, which I was like, what the fuck? So like the last year we did it, it was like, I was like October 1st and we did Groot. And I thought my Groot was the fucking shit. I thought I did a better Groot. I did like a Groot sitting there playing a fucking PlayStation control, like a baby Groot. And it was like, yeah, that's awesome. And then the next day, Irene came on and it was like, oh, are you challenging me? Yeah, we're challenging. And then it just became this whole challenging thing. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I love challenge. Like fucking challenge and competition are my fucking, like, that's my focusing fucking, that's the shit that like focuses. Because I would totally take those Fragtobers as competition. Even though we were all friendly and drawing and shit, I was like, making sure my shit was like better than everybody else's. So I don't know. I'd be down for a fucking art challenge. 2 people, 2 pieces of paper, a prompt from fucking wherever. Like I did that Dark Gift fucking cockfight thing, and I went up against Mandy Wheeler. He couldn't fucking find anybody that would go up against me except for Mandy Wheeler. And I stomped her. I don't know what to tell you. Not to feel bad. She's a lady, but she's an artist, so everything is equal. And I stomped the shit out of her. It was like draw Pumpkinhead with holding machine guns, and she didn't even know what fucking Pumpkinhead was. I was like, you don't know who fucking Pumpkinhead is? So I've won that as a vote. The chat voted my shit better. So I won, and I just haven't been, nobody's challenged me or anything since, which is kind of a bummer. But I mean, if you look at ComiXgate now, like there's no real artists really left over. I don't think. Like they've all turned into like doormat drama farmers or fucking A-log and assholes. There's nobody who like I'd love to fucking go up against Bushy Foreskin or that fucking Albino Lolos or whatever, like just to fucking take a shit on their heads. That shit would be so fun. And then auction the artwork. I'll fucking donate that artwork. I'll donate that shit to fucking Autism Society of America.
or ask me about, and then I'll fuck off?
I'm just going through the chat real quick. I think we just got one right now. Tim Nick says, yeah, join Liam and hear him sweet for, oh, God, lolicon because it's a victimless crime.
What lolicon am I speaking for?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Liam is okay with Katie Did's proclivity kink of underage sexual content with her fan fiction that she's writing or that she's hosting and distributing, right? This anime fan fiction with kids getting fucked. Liam is okay with that. Liam was completely fine with that. Liam is fine with lolicon. Liam is fine with all that shit because there's no crime, there's no victims. Like nobody's actually being sexually assaulted in these books. So it's okay for him. So like the moral grayness of it isn't there for him. It's fine for him because it's a victimless crime. And I'm like fucking blown away by that. Like that's just fucking crazy. To be like, no. I think underage content with children is okay. I think cartoons of kids getting fucked is fine. Jesus fuck. You fucking. I'm like baffled by it. Because these people who are fucking into this shit, they build up their fantasies with this kind of content, right? Like people who go and do these crimes and these sexual assaults are feeding their pedophilia with the cartoons, with this fan fiction, right? Maybe they won't act on it. Maybe they won't act on their pedophilia. But the fact that you're adding into it and you're building onto that fantasy for them is gross as fuck. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. And it's also to be like, oh, well, it's a victimless crime. Like if you love comic books so much, the idea of using that medium to promote and distribute that kind of fucking sick content, I gotta call shenanigans on you. I gotta be like, yeah, I don't think you really like comics. I don't think you really understand like the power of the comic books, and I don't think you understand like where they end up. So yeah, I'd love to hear what he has to say about this victimless crime thing, because he was completely fine with Katie Did and her shit, completely fine with the doormats talking about how lolicon is okay. What is something they say on their fucking stream? Love is love, quote unquote. Love is love. Yo, that is some fucking pedo grooming shit right there. It's fucking gross. Oh, love is love. Oh, what? Like two guys can't be in love? Like, oh, no, it's fucking gross. So this victimless crime. I don't think you realize that this is an aggregate, that this is sometimes a fucking initiative to a behavior that will lead to that shit. So, dude, just look at any fucking, like a lot of these serial killers are like, yeah, I started looking at fucking bondage porn and then fucking went and then led into that. I mean, that's just an example. You're like, well, give me an example, Matt. Okay. Like, the BTK killer, and then not Jeffrey Dahmer, but Tim Bundy would be like, yeah, I was looking at, it started off with porn, which porn is fucking brain rot. If you're watching porn, fucking chill. You need to stop. It's fucking up your brain. It's fucking you up. So you start with the porn, and then he starts going into other kinks. So by the time Ted Bundy was doing shit, he was like looking at like bondage shit. He was looking at like the extremes of fucking of pornography. And I feel like this shit is an example. It's the same thing. Like you're generating stuff for people to look at and to beat off to until they can find a moment, until they can find an opportunity to destroy a small person's fucking life with what they do. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, yo, like when you like fuck with a kid like that, you fucking destroy their fucking lives. Like they are like fucking mentally fucked and will have that baggage for the rest of their lives. So to like play these fucking cutesy games around lolicon and around this like pedo shit. I can't. I got no fucking quarter. No quarter given at all. So let's see what Liam has to
Kay
say.
Diddley, the diddler, when she had all the confirmed pedophile people that were writing stories and kind of all fucked up stuff.
This is not representative of what I said. I said, show me a victim. It's a victimless crime. I just don't give a fuck about imagined outrage, right? I got so much actual fucking outrage and gay shit that I got to deal with that I don't have time in the time.
Show me the victim. Okay, you're basically saying a victimless crime.
Be outraged over this, be outraged over that. Now, if there was a kid, if there was a victim, fucking A, I'd have said something, and you know I would have said something.
Well, yeah, Liam, but like if you think about it in a point like this, you've got a woman, a middle-aged grown woman coming into CG, wanting to bring that kind of content into CG. She wants to have those writers bring their books to CG, have them illustrated, drawn, created, and sold here in ComicsGate.
Well, we haven't.
And how
really
do we know
seen,
there's no?
We haven't really
victims?
seen any. Yeah, we haven't seen any of that though.
There we go.
How do we
Pan.
know
Give some
not?
pushback, Pan.
Like this, she was into reading all sorts of stuff. She was into like looking at images. We don't know what were the inspiration for these images and stories. It might have been like real life shit. And so we can't just say like we know that it's not victimless because we don't know that.
Yeah, well, all I know is no one showed me anyone that was hurt, and I didn't want to sort of get into it. Now that said, I will say,
of course, because you're sweeping
me apart on something. My support of Katie was the worst thing I'd ever done in the history of ComicsGate, besides offering cider hype advice.
Man with no ass.
Honest fucking opinion. I legitimately wanted to. I know you guys are upset.
Cider hype has moved on and is doing fucking Power Ranger shit.
ComicsGate fucks itself. Like we don't.
Yeah, like it fucks itself. To be fair,
I'm doing my best to try and be an ambassador and have ComicsGate be.
Every once in a while, I've like talked to Cider. Hey buddy, how's it going? He saw like I was kind of like hanging out with some people who wanted to go fucking hard against ComicsGate, and he just wasn't interested, and just like he didn't. I say he fucked off, but he just like quietly took a step to the side and is like doing his own shit, and he's like making some cool shit with AI, with his fucking Power Ranger stuff. And I wish him the best, man. He's had a fucking crazy life, and to be like, yeah, he shits in a bag. It's like, yeah, he shits in a bag. Like, is that, you know what I mean? Like, why don't you make fun of him for something that he fucking has no control over? Like, it's not like he was like, hey, I did some crazy dumb shit, and then I caught a disease that made half of my internal organs fucking non-functional. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you would like just start joking on people like fucking Lord Raptor Jesus wears flat brim hats. You know what I mean? Like a fucking wannabe Negro. You know what I mean? Like, is that a fucking... Are we going to start calling him fucking, Cider Hype, shits in a bag, and Lord Raptor wears a flat brim hat and washes fucking toilets during the day? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of dumb.
I know that people don't see that, but that's what I've been trying to do. I'm trying to be friendly. I'm trying to get along. It's not easy when I got fucking everyone on my case all the fucking time, right? I'm trying to be a good creator. I'm trying to make sure the people that back get.
How does he try to get along with everybody?
I'm trying to do things on.
A lot of the biggest fucking beefs in ComicsGate were from his fucking Bloodsport fucking show. Like, there was no cooperation with people. Like, it was like just straight Bloodsports. And I haven't seen him fucking really promoting anybody's book. Like, every time we will like watch one of his fucking crazy rants videos, he's never bringing up anybody else's fucking campaigns. He's never bringing up Joe Sontag's fucking Destroyer, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not bringing up other people's fucking campaigns and talking about them. He's just fucking insanely selfish and talking about himself the whole time. It's wild.
Time, bar and Wonder Island, which I will do on my schedule, but everything else I've done on time. Right now, I'm trying.
Everything else I've done on time.
What I wanted was a place
Xenotype,
where
which
like
that's not accurate
days,
because I know I remember somebody saying that Xenotype was fucking late. So There's nothing. What have you done that was on time? The fucking killer doll shit? Maybe? I don't know. But I know the Xenotype was fucking late. I know Dino King, I don't know. I don't know if it was late or not. But you've had some late stuff. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What you talking about, Willis?
Of what you guys did in War Campaign, come on, and small creators could promote their stuff. We could all get along and be like ambassadors and have a good time. I thought Katie was ideal for that. I thought she was hosting a good morning show. And it turns out it was just another control freak situation. So at the end of the day, I just wasted all my time.
Dude, the fact that she hated me, he fucking ate that shit up with a spoon. He was like, "Oh, you hate Matt Barr? We're gonna
like
be
an
pals."
idiot. You guys were right. I was wrong. I've said that before. I'm sorry. But I was trying to make a space where people could come without the hostility and the conflict, and we could just talk about the books and what the movement represented, and what we're trying to do. And it didn't work. It failed, but that was my honest intent.
Dude, he rolled back into fucking ComiCate, going at me, going at Irene, going at fucking Camel Moon, then at Vaughn. Like people he didn't even fucking work with. Just like, I'm going to start up a fucking like beef.
Daddy, would you like a cupcake? These two roses, grape, and these two roses are blueberry. Which one would
Wait a minute, are these real cupcakes or is that sand?
It's kinetic sand.
Oh, it's that silly sand? Wait a minute.
Sand. Which one would you like?
Which one did you say was blueberry?
The blue ones are blueberry, and the purple ones are grape.
The purple ones. I want the blueberry, please.
You can have this one.
Thank you so much. I love cupcakes and okay, now my door's open. I can't say the F word.
And Katie, Katie and the Church Boys, just the Etsy boys all over again. History repeating itself, and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking over it, right? So that's where I stand on all of it. I've been lectured about how I raise my child. I've had child
use your
services
fucking baby
home.
as a shield.
I've been attacked. I've repeatedly they went to bat for Anna when Anna straight up started lying. Then when Anna went and started attacking the appearance of my wife for a starter, which she should not even know. That's not meant to be public information. So she started making fun of how ugly my wife is and started ragging her out like that.
I'm not gonna say anything. I was about to start talking some shit, but I'm not. Not like Anna has any fucking room. Like everything that Anna has been fucking bought and has been fucking manufactured. Her fucking tits are fucking not real. Her face has been altered. Like, yo, she looked like a fucking munchie-chi before her operation. Like the side, like hair from her temples, like were connected to her fucking eyebrows. She had like a unibrow. She had this crazy wide fucking nose. She had fucking lips like a fucking macaw, fucking monkey. You know what I mean? Like Anna looks like she fucking escaped from the island of Dr. Moreau. Like she started off as a fucking monkey, and this big fat white guy was fucking molding her until she became a fucking woman. But so Anna doesn't really have a lot of fucking room to speak, especially, I mean, and now it's like she's like realized that like her talking, nobody really gives a fuck. So it's time to start showing skin. I mean, literally, it was funny. It's like, yeah, Shane and Ethan are like, oh, it's just a matter of time before OnlyFans. And I mean, they could both fucking choke on dicks and die. But it's fucking funny because she's like doing like, oh, I'm going to show my tits. And oh, this is a parody. But then within a month, she's like flashing her ass for $1,000. Like, so you're going to flash your ass for $1,000. Like you just realized that you made more money off of showing your ass than your fucking stupid eyeball book. Like you're a dumbass and you have no morals and you're a trifling bitch. So expect more fucking ass shots from Anna in the future. 'Cause right before, dude, that's what happens. Like they got something going on, and right before they fucking hit the wall, they start fucking showing skin, and then they fucking splatter against the wall.
Then started telling everyone that I'd named my fucking daughter after her dead sister, and told everyone that I went after her sister, which
Anna using the dead body shield. Dead relative. Dead relative. King, ding. It's like fucking vibranium. Dead relative. Ching, bing. What if she? I wonder if Anna could throw that fucking shield. You just see this fucking shield flying through the air with a corpse fucking buckled to the top of it, and then she catches it like Captain America. She makes sure that the fucking corpse is still on there.
Pan can attest I never fucking did.
No, that's true. No, I never saw him do that at all.
I never wanted any fucking part of that, you know? So I thought it was heartless. So anyway, all of that got hung on me. And when I said, have I got to talk to your fucking husband? Is that what this has got to? That all got Uno reversed onto me with Darvo to blame me for attacking when she'd insulted my wife personally on her appearance and stuff like that.
Oh, Liam, I love you, Liam.
Made a lie that I'd named my daughter after her deceased sister. She'd gone on 3 different streams spreading lies about me to malign me in the eyes of other people. And
I don't really,
somehow
it's
my fault when I
sucks,
pushed
you know, it sucks. Anna's a fucking insane trifling bitch. But like Liam is also like a fucking huge liar. Like I would say Liam is a much bigger liar than Anna, but
you know, that's who these people are. So
that's who these people. So he'll like say some random shit,
the
and then be
current
like,
pickings of CG.
So everybody gets
it's not
blanketed.
good, and you got a lot of purple-haired weirdos who.
What the fuck?
Who are actually a bunch of shippers who, you know, wolfed in sheep's clothing kind of thing. It's
oh, dude, 90s router, straight up SJW. If you go look at his Christmas stream, he's talking about the evils of missionary sex and the horrors of heterosexuality, and brags that he is a proud SJW that is going to you know, fix everything and destroy the right. It's all there on his channel.
Yeah, you got Wally Movie Perp too. He's a proclaimed SJW, a defender of cuties. I mean, for fuck's sakes, we got Vito in ComiGate. What are we doing?
Look, I am not an expert on Vito. I'm not an expert on Little Movie Perp. From the interactions I've had with him, he seems reasonable.
Cuties enjoyers.
In no conversation.
Little Perp, Little Movie Perp is reasonable. Guys, what the fuck is going on? What fucking alternate world are we living in? Are we living in fucking Liam land?
That I've had as he brought up cuties or kids or anything. But again, I mean,
maybe next time you would ask your opinion on that one.
Every time I fucking try and go to bat for someone, I get fucking hit in the face with a pie. So fucking, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, you know, like, what do you want me to say? All I can go is like, look, I'm being chased around by a fucking midget that's screaming about the fact I'm wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirt. And they're posting photos of my daughter drowning and me drowning. Like, what the fuck? And everyone's apparently meant to be okay. I'm meant to just be okay with that. I'm meant to just, Liam, don't say anything. Liam, don't do anything. You know, it's your fault. Well, I'm here on stream with these guys right now, as you cope and seethe at home, because
nobody's coping and seething. It's like you're just on here lying and we're watching.
I'm here because you guys did what you did. He said, I'm on my own. I'm on my own. At least these guys will hear what I have to say, even if they disagree with it. So,
Liam, we're looking forward to you to being at For the Fans Fest, and hoping that Matt Remmer reaches out and donates his frequent flyer miles. He did offer it. Hopefully he stands true to that and gets you over here.
Yeah, well, I had a private conversation with Matt Remmer, and he seems like a really good guy. Like, we talked for like an hour or so. He seems like a guy that's got lived experience. Like, he's not a fucking trust fund baby.
Matt Remmer, level-headed guy, not a trust fund baby. His whole fucking thing is using his family's business. Maybe he's not a trust fund. Maybe there's no trust fund, but he's definitely a fucking mommy daddy boy. Like, there's no way you could be like, Is there a trust fund? Maybe not. But does he do fucking business dealings on whether his parents want to be involved or not? Yeah. So it's like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And then his parents were like, yeah, nah. Remember that? Remember the whole like, oh, my parents didn't want to get involved because of the whole Eric July thing. And it's like, could you fucking extrapolate on that? Like, what Eric July thing are you talking about that has anything to do with FanFest? What are you talking about? Where's that 50K? Where the fuck? How did you spend 50K? But he's supposed to be a level-headed guy. Yeah, my parents, they don't want to do this. My parents backed out. What the fuck? That's who Liam is defending. A guy that like nobody had fucking ever seen before he showed up trying to push this fucking convention. And like, what is his experience before then? Before that is like putting on fucking chili fests or something with his family. Like,
or something, you know what I mean? He's not someone that had everything handed to him. He's had a bit of a life. And so
I feel like he probably has. The guy, Matt Romer, is a big fat fucking guy, and he does all of his business dealings based off of his parents. So I don't know. I bet you he's had fucking
get over there and meet him and do all this
soft
stuff.
Life.
And Chris Stanley's right. You got to drop everything that sort of came before, right? But I can't when it's all sort of hanging over me all the time, can I? I just want to get on with it and try and make this a fun, viable place for people.
Weird. Let's start fresh. Let's spend like fucking several years just lying about people, then deleting the fucking streams and then lying some more. And let's just start fresh. Like what? How does that work? How about fuck off? Like let's just start fresh and fucking work together? Let's just start fresh. Why? So then in another fucking 5 months, you act like a fucking nut job? No fucking way. Let's just have a fresh start. Yeah, let's have a fresh start with you the fuck over there. Holy fuck.
You can not only make money and make art, but people have a good time here. Because for the last 5 years, I don't think anyone can agree that it's been a shit show, right? Like everyone's each other, fucking, you know. And, you know, I don't know what to say. There's no winning situation for me, right? I'm just doing my best. So,
dude,
you're interested in just coming by.
Your best is fucking trash, dude. Your best is fucking trash. Your best efforts are just making up shit. Stealing other people's fucking ideas of, you know, stealing other people's fucking work history. It's just wild, dude. Like before him and I were beefing, he never fucking mentioned storyboards, never mentioned posters, never mentioned TV, never mentioned fucking movies. But suddenly, like after he started beefing with me, like suddenly he's done all the things that I've done. And it's like, well, that's okay. You've done everything that I've done. Well, I have a resume and I have shit with my name as credit. You know what I mean? Like you want a fucking resume? You want to see my resume? No problem. But like, you know, you're like, hey, Liam, let me see your resume. And it's like, it becomes a fucking him and haw fucking back and forth kind of like, no, I don't want you to show because people will do this or that or whatever. It's like, so you're fucking lying then, basically. It's just wild, dude. It's like, yeah, let's start off fresh with some dude who's just like, I mean, the whole, like, I don't understand, like, him fighting Riley. Like, him and Riley were fucking peas in the pod when Riley was making rape threats. So when Riley's making rape threats, gets me doing fucking rape websites with my name in it that link back to my shit. While he's doing all this shit, who's fucking cheering? Fucking Liam is cheering the loudest. So same thing with, like, a lot of these people. Like new CG, we're all like fucking cheering that shit on, and now they're like booing about stuff, and it's like, man, I don't want fucking your boos don't mean anything when I've seen what you cheer about.
Oz and I are going to do a hangout. We're going to do some drawing and just casually talk.
Hang out. Are you hanging out?
Just sort of keep your head.
Isn't that my show? Let's hang out.
What's going
hang
on?
out.
Form an
Hang out
opinion
and
for
draw
yourself. And again, Official Conquest Comics at gmail.com. That's for KSS. Send that through to me with your details. And
Yeah, with your
I'll send you
details.
the book you want. I'll send you a free copy
KSSS.
with a piece of art per your
Look at
request.
this. Look at
Thank
this
you for paying
screenshot. Look at
attention and
this of my-
noticing that I'm not the fucking straw man that everyone makes me out to be. And thank you to Lord Raptor Jesus and Pan for having me today.
Yeah, man.
Anytime,
Hell,
Liam, thanks
brother.
for calling in, man.
Peace and love.
Good
Have a
talking
good
with
one,
you.
man. We appreciate it. And there you go. Wasn't expecting that one, Pam, but holy shit, what a show!
Yeah, wow, a little bit of everything. You know, we got through the 3-part EFAP finally.
Oh, thank Christ, we
my
finally
God.
did.
Oh my God.
I haven't watched.
I didn't think we was going to make it, Pan 3.
I haven't watched any of the EFAPing. I haven't watched any of Ethan's fucking comments on that shit because I just don't give a fuck what that guy has to say. I just don't care. Kind of what it looks like, don't it? But you know, he'll be like, "Oh no, I was playing chess." Like he'll, I don't know if he'll like pull a dark gift where like you know, dark gift gets brought on and then just gets a train put on him by all the kings and then told to sit in a corner while his asshole leaks their fucking nut. I don't know if he's like that, but it does feel like he's fucking giving this faggot a platform. You know, maybe he's giving him rope. Maybe Raptor's playing some fucking weird Tennessee checkers. Specificities. Dude, you're making me look like a fucking idiot now. I could read. Fuck. I'm not. I need another beer. That's what I need. I need another beer. That'll, and I can do it. The specifics. I think it's specifics. Let's get to the specifics. I think I'm like adding on to it, right? I think I'm like trying to look for a bigger word. Like I need the specifics. I need the specificities. Like easy bar. Calm down, Matt Bar. Go draw a spaceship, okay? Save the words for somebody else. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is, dude. 30 years. It's been 30 years. For 30 years. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, but it's been a long time since it was really the newscast. I mean, and now it's like now it's like Pan and Raptor just fucking like A-Log and ComicsGate. But there's not really a lot of like rope being given out. The link used to be thrown out there, and whoever hit the link would hit the link, and then people would come on, and Raptor would let them say whatever fucking crazy shit they wanted. So maybe this is like a return to the original format of the show, but like the rope is free shit is like, I don't know. It's kind of over. Yeah, dude, it's kind of fucked up. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how you lying, bro? How you lying? Oh, ouch! Damn, Tree Goblin, you're fucking going hard. I don't know if I'm going that hard. I'm a little like, what the fuck? But Ooh, shit. Can you show up? Yeah. Hey, man, I need a refund in person. That'd be funny as fuck. There's an awards dinner with 5 people signed up to go. It's like the people throwing the con are gonna fucking like, oh, let me guess. Malin, Ethan, and Davis are gonna win some fucking shit ass awards. Like, what the fuck? What's up, dude? I don't know. those the Roll Up Brothers, those fucking weirdos. That's some old shit. I know they're still knocking around, but I don't think anybody gives a fuck. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Just fucking shit that's been going on. It's just like, what the fuck? Liam struck 12 channels. God damn. No, I don't. Don't know what happened. What? That's a bummer. It was kind of fun to go on Fins in the morning. Like I'd be working and nobody else would be streaming, and you know, just listening to music kind of gets a little boring. So just like hanging out with some people. I know I haven't been in an art department for a couple of years, but like just being in an art department was fun. We could have like 4 or 5 guys, sometimes a woman, and you just like you'd be drawing. Everybody would be drawing or working on something, and then somebody would just like lean back and like say something, and like the whole fucking art department would like either like agree and we'd start talking about it, or it would be like you're fucking crazy, and then that would be like a discussion. It's fucking funny, dude. I had one art director. He motherfucker would be like, yeah, man, part of my job is looking out the window. What? Okay, because you'd like look over him and he'd just be like fucking sitting there looking out the window, like looking at shit and be like, what are you doing, dude? No, I'm just looking out the window. It's like, okay. And I think I was like, I can't wait to be art director so I could look out the fucking window. I ended up being art director at that place, and I didn't spend my time looking out the window. But so yeah, I don't know what happened with Fins. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't understand, dude. Liam is a fucking crackpot. Riley and Mint fucking went after me hard. We're doing like the ultimate that came down to it with Ethan was like, well, they send me super chats and they pay for memberships. So that's why they're going to be in the green room and you're not. It was like, noted. Okay. And Chris Bacon, I mean, aside from like the hookers and all this shit, this dude fucking like was like trying to send messages to my wife on fucking Facebook. It was like, I'm going to tell your wife everything you're doing on Twitter. Really? You're going to fucking DM my wife and let her know that I'm shit talking pedophiles and people who fucking sweep for them? Okay. You looking to fucking get a pat on my back for me? Fucking what the fuck? Yeah. And like I shared the screenshot. Like my wife was like, what the fuck? Because it was like multiple messages. And like, you know, you have to like, you know, approve a message. So she didn't open up any of them. But it was just like 4 or 5 fucking like message attempts from this dude. It's like, who the fuck is gonna like you're gonna go out of your way to like contact somebody's spouse, and then this is the dude who like paid for Ethan's cover, like gave him the 4K for some fucking cover. Like none of these people in this fucking sentence are worth a fuck. From Liam to EVS to Riley to Mint to Chris Bacon. All these people have fucking been a detriment to ComicsGate, what ComicsGate was. It's wild. What a fucked up sentence. It sucks. Lola meets Glor. I don't really have, there wasn't really, she was nice to me. She never, you know, I don't know why, like the whole like calling Liam a sex pest and calling Liam the Harvey Weinstein of ComicsGate, like that started with Ethan. So I don't know why he's so willing to take a fucking bullet. I don't have any. She like, I guess she was like collecting dick pics from people and stuff, and I never fucking like had any kind of interaction beyond cordial our interaction. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. I will say some lore is that Lola and Vicky fucking hated each other, like with a passion. They fucking hate each other. Maybe there's lawsuits. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but we were both in Billy Basco's Discord, and they were in a fucking voice chat one day, like super cordial. It was cold. It felt fucking like it was awkward as shit, but they were like, hello, hi, how are you? I'm doing good. Okay, yeah, okay. And then we talked for a little bit, and then Lola was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And she went, and then Kate was like, fuck that bitch. Or, you know, Vicky was like, fucking bitch. As soon as she left, and we laughed, but it was like, come on, Vicky, be cool. So that was kind of funny. I don't know how that works, Akuma. Don't send your dick pics to people, guys. Don't do it. No, he still has no date delivery, dude. You think TJ sent her more than one pic? You think she has TJ's? Like TJ sent like one where like he shaved, and then he sent one where he like sprayed some fucking Jerry curl activator, so it's all fucking shiny and bushy. And then he sent like another one that had like a fucking purple bow wrapped around it. Yo, like I like Lola, but yo, like she's just a big old fat girl. She's old fucking dump truck. It's like a fucking hefty trash bag filled with fucking oatmeal. Don't send your dick pics to people. You just assume every woman on the internet is a dude. Okay, just fucking roll with that. And if you want to go meet a girl, go out, go to a fucking bar, go to a church, join a church, get involved, meet a nice girl, have babies. That's what I say. Get married early, have babies, build a foundation together. That's where it's at. Okay. I commissioned a Hellboy piece for Matt. It's freaking awesome. Just saying. Dude, I love doing that. That was a fucking that was a fun piece to do for you, dude. And like my commissions, I don't did I get it to you within a month, maybe less? I don't know. As soon as you asked for it, I started fucking working it out, and like I treated you like a fucking professional, you know. Matt's great to work with. Matt is great to work with. Let's just say that. Yeah, like when you start lying about me and you start saying some like weird passive aggressive shit, like I'm not the same person that you're dealing with when you work with me. And you can't call it, oh, he's being unprofessional, because it's completely separate. Like dealing with people on the internet, like people lying or just want to talk shit and I talk shit back. Like that's a completely different fucking animal than the one that you deal with when we're working. I mean, it just is like that's my profession. That's when I'm working. But if you're just like shit talking me online, like they're not connected. There's a disconnection. Head down, nose clean. Well, I mean, I'm not saying keep your head down. Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. Thanks, buddy. Haven't seen well read in a while. That dude just went off the fucking deep end. It was fucking weird. Like 1 week we're like talking about creating like a network of shows that we could all fucking like share and promote each other. And then a week later, he like fucking leaves Wiggles Discord and is like accusing everybody of fucking gay ops. And it was like, what gay ops are you talking about? Like, you were in there. You could have taken screenshots. You could have said fucking something, but you didn't. So then he like leaves the Discord and then just starts fucking texting Wiggles. And it's weird because like, you know, the texts are like, you know, Dark Gift and J Dollar are fucking idiots. This is fucking trash. While he's like streaming with them. It's fucking bizarre, man. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Oh, dude, I feel like CG has been eating itself, right? I mean, almost as soon as like fucking Liam got back, as soon as like Liam showed back up, it started like eating itself. Nobody suffers like Liam. I don't know. What's the phrase? Like, dude, we've already got somebody off the cross, so you can go ahead and get the fuck down. Like, yeah, we've got a cross. We've already got somebody on there, dude. You know, go ahead and need to get off the cross. We need the space. Oh wait, I already saw that. The fuck? Hey, there's KSSSSSSS. My comment referred to the strike Raptor got. EVS said Liam did it. I said Liam didn't. Why would he strike Raptor's channel? But not the doors. EVS struck, but not the doormats. EVS struck Raptor. I was at work when Liam came on. Yeah, I mean, you could take a fucking screenshot of this and be like, bro, you fucking totally are fucking, you're totally fucking striking people, dude. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah. I was like, yo, we should do one. And he was like, no, I can't do that. And dude, I would eat Ethan alive on a fucking draw stream, dude. He's so fucking slow. And I don't know, man. I think he would start like drawing, and like the shit talking would probably get to him, because I love shit talking. And like when I'm drawing and I'm fucking in competition, the shit talking like just becomes elevated. It's like I'm just in a fucking zone, you know what I mean? I'm in the fucking the like the green pocket of that fucking wave. Like the wave is like crested over me, and I'm fucking just riding that fucking barrel. Like that's where I feel like when I'm drawing and shit talking at the same time, I'm fucking just shooting the barrel, just fucking enjoying that fucking mist. So yeah, he fucking was like, no, I'm not doing it. And so he like ended up like going up against some other guy, and I think that guy like beat him. So who knows? He keeps saying he is. Keeps saying he is, but he won't. Yeah, I got zero tolerance for any of this shit. I'm fucking over it, dude. Yeah. Dude, BTK was like, not only was he like looking at these photos beforehand and like getting into this like weird women being tied up and shit, then he started like reenacting those things, like his fucking crime scene photo. He was like taking photos of these women in these fucking situations that he had seen in magazines. So BTK Killer was recreating scenes with his victims that he had seen in other places. So you can't tell me there's not a correlation between looking at this kind of subject and then acting on it, because there absolutely is. And holy fuck, dude, how many fucking Democratic fucking politicians and like officials are getting arrested? Like I just heard like the openly gay liberal fucking sheriff of DC got arrested for fucking CP. I mean, I'm it's off the top of my head, but it's like just Google fucking, police official, arrested for CP. Dude, it'll be like ching ding 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 ding. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's all I could think of is what the fuck? He absolutely is, dude. He was like sweeping for them in real time, dude. So I don't know how much rope, like, if the rope is free, this motherfucker just took the whole like barrel. Like, you go to fucking Home Depot, on the Lowe's that Malin works at. Like, you got rope on the fucking giant barrels. Spools. They're not on barrels. Rope is on spools. Liam just got a whole fucking spool of rope just now from Lord Raptor. Just a whole fucking like. How much rope do you want? I want the whole spool. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fucking dogs, man. Dude. Oh, I've got my screensaver. Oh, if my husband knew what I was looking at on my screensaver. What? What? Could you imagine a guy saying that? Like if we're talking about men and women are equal and all this shit, yeah, I treat you equally. If a guy was like, man, if my wife knew what I had on my fucking screen, there'd be trouble. I'd be like, what the fuck? I don't want to fucking associate with you. That's what I would be thinking in my head. Be like, yeah, this motherfucker, he's fucking out. I'm not fucking dealing with this dude. I'm not streaming with him. I'm not fucking associating with him. Nope. Liam is fucking A-okay with it, dude. Everybody in ComicsGate is A-okay with it. It's crazy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they were fighting. I know that he was like, all right, I'm out, because JDA, like, I guess, like, cozied back up with Ethan. So they were like, yeah, fuck you, Ethan. And they, like, went and did their own thing. And I guess, like, Ethan showed up and JDA started, like, they started being friends again for a little bit. And Cider was like, I'm not fucking having that. Fucked up comment. It's a bummer that people know about that shit. Is he saving money on toilet paper? Yeah, but I'm sure his fucking medical bills fucking supersede fucking the cost of double ply Charmin. I've never seen Eric go after Liam, yet Liam has attacked Eric consistently on his show. So Liam says he wants to get along with everyone is a lie. It's absolutely a lie, dude. It's an absolute lie. And he only goes after Eric because fucking Ethan did. Like, Eric doesn't fucking know Liam. But, yeah, he went after him. It was fucking crazy. And with fucking Yellow Flash, like, all the red string in Liam's fucking office all go to fucking Yellow Flash. It's crazy. Boomerang. Yeah, church boys. They're just like the Etsy boys. It's the Etsy boys all over. What? Alarming things, dude. Yeah, I mean, my door, you know, my kids come in when they come in, but him, like, yeah, it's sus. I mean, would I call it child abuse or whatever the guys are calling it? No, but it's the optics aren't good, and I wouldn't call it fucking kosher. And you know, when you bring them on, you have to expect some fucking kickback. Like if I brought my wife in here and was like talking to her, like, you know, somebody's gonna say some shit. Like there's really, you know, I brought her on. Like you brought your wife on. Not only did you bring her on, you like had her stream for you one time because she was gonna come on and convince everybody that you hadn't traced something. No, he did this. Look at him. He did, oh, Liam. Oh, sweet Liam. I love you, Liam. I will love you, Liam, forever and ever. I will love you, Liam, and pet you and hug you and give you kisses, Liam, because you are my Liam. She had her tail removed. That's good. She does kind of look like a fucking rat. Oh, wait. Are we talking about... Yeah, we're talking about Anna, Munchichi Anna. She's basically Portuguese. Bro, you remember when she was like, I'm a minority. I'm a fucking Azerian. I'm from Azeria. That's not a minority. Like you coming from a fucking small country that nobody gives a fuck about doesn't make you a minority, right? You don't get fucking SJW minority rights and privileges because you were fucking your grandparents were from a fucking tiny ass fucking country. That like I guess like Portugal is just like, yeah, you could be your fucking self. We don't care. Like I'm from Luxembourg. I'm a minority. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, you're not. You're not a minority. Remember that she was mad because she couldn't get, it was like her C2 E2 like journalism pass was revoked or some bullshit. You know what I mean? It was like, bitch, you ain't a fucking journalist. You fucking crazy? Yeah, so that was wild shit. She's like, I'm a Zarian. And I was like, Zaria? Are you talking about the country? Are you talking about the fucking, like the province? I don't even know if it's its own country, to be honest. I think it might be like Guam, where like it's just like owned by somebody else. Like we own Guam, own Puerto Rico. I wonder if it's like that. Like, yeah, Portuguese. Yeah, we own Azaria, Azoria, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Of like, but like sideways of like, hey, she had a fucking dog shit painting and he fucking gave her $10K for it. So she had the money to go pay for it. So it was like, no, I paid for my breasts because Biggins, who was a plastic surgeon, gave me fucking $10K for a painting that was clearly not worth fucking $10K. Stop using the Anna. Yeah, stop using them filters, Anna. Oh, we're way down. We've gone really far down. Blah, 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 blah. Guten Tag. That's all I wear. Guten Tag, guten Abend. Danke. Oh, bitte. And then I remember, ja, sprechen Sie Deutsch. And because I took German for like a semester, like actually it was like half a semester. In high school, I was like, I know all this hard shit. Let me make my life difficult with a fucking foreign language. And so, you know, my descendants or ancestors, whatever, came from Germany, Germania, and so I was like, yeah, I'll learn German. Didn't click, didn't set with me. So I don't really remember much. Reich hier die Ecke. Reich hier die Ecke. So I can do it, you know. So I got the Aachen bin Grachen Gugengagen. But I just don't remember. But Reich hier die Ecke is like right around the corner. Ja, sprechen Sie Deutsch, reich hier die Ecke. Yeah, I speak German right around the corner. Dude, there was this fucking, so I went to Europe and we were we weren't in Germany at that time. I think we were in France, but the guy was speaking German next to us. We were standing there like waiting for the train, and this young guy next to us was talking to his friend, and it was like, yeah, 50 cc's, yeah, man, die are fucking cool, man. Ja, Honda, man. Yeah, man, 50 cc's. Yeah, we can fuck yeah, so fucking cool. Like it was like, okay, you're talking about a fucking motorcycle that's fucking awesome and cool. But other than that, I was like, what the fuck? But just so weird to be like not expecting, because like once you're in like Europe, I was there for like almost a year and a half, not a year and a half, a month and a half, just like traveling around and fucking just not expecting to hear English. You know what I mean? And you get to a certain point where like people are just fucking jibber jabbering around you, and you just like learn not to fucking pay attention. Or you can't read signs and shit, you know, except for like plata. Like I started like recognizing, like, okay, I understand what these words. It was weird, like coming back to the States and like walking into a store and like being able to fucking read everything. That was like, okay, I'm back home. Okay, I'm back home. I fucking read everything. But yeah, the German didn't stick. So I went back and went back into art class or something. I don't know. I like just try to like switch it up rather than just being like, okay, let me get all my regulars and then any kind of fucking electorals. I was like filling it with any kind of art classes that we had at high school, which was weird because they were all in like the same art class. Like we had this art room. So if you took art 1, art 2, art 3, it was in this class. If you took commercial art, it was in this class. If you took computer art, it was in this class. And they had a Mac in the back that had like an early Adobe, like it had like Adobe Photoshop and shit on it, but like it was all like with a mouse, you know, and like there wasn't a tablet. They didn't even have like early Wacom's at that point. It was just like, hey, would you like to draw with a fucking bar of soap? And it was like, no, I ain't fucking with that art shit. And then, so first year art did it. Then like second year, I was like, let me not take art. Let me try to take German. And I was just like, this fucking sucks. I'm like, I want to get out of this class. And they were, you know, the counselor was like, I'm like, I'm gonna go back to fucking art class. Like, I need that honor roll, and this fucking German is fucking up my honor roll. Because I had another thing of like, I had like more freedoms when I was on honor roll. I got to drive my car when I was on honor roll. Like, my dad bought me this fucking 66 Mustang. So fucking dope, dude. It was such a fucking magnet. But it was like his project. Like, he bought it, and then we like worked on it on the weekends. So like I would fucking change the spark plugs and change the fucking carburetors, and just like he was like, I'm gonna teach you how to use fucking tools. You know, at the time I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to fucking change this fucking fuel filter. Like, why the fuck? But like, I appreciate the time now. But like that was a dope car. I enjoyed driving it around, but I had to maintain honor roll to keep that car. Like, so I had to keep honor roll, and so of course I was taking a fucking shit ton of art class and just whatever. Like, I like avoided math, but science, I really enjoyed biology, science. So like animals, learning about Earth, learning about science, learning about nature, I'm down with, and then drawing. That was what I was down with. Like, everything else, I was just like, English is cool. I liked English, but I was not a fan of math. Like, if you want some math, go get a Marine. Like, give a Marine a crayon, and he'll do better at math than I will. But yeah, that's a hell of a derail. So I'm sorry about that. Apologize. Ran off with dolphins. Yo, man, dolphins will rape you. They'll drown you too. They'll drown you and then rape you. Don't trust dolphins. Don't ever trust a fucking dolphin. Larger dolphin races will capture smaller dolphin races and like fucking dog them and like fucking sexually molest them and shit. Like, you'll get like a fucking bottlenose dolphin, like a couple of males. They'll fucking find a spinner dolphin and like fuck her blowhole and stuff. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, just Google it. Like, trust me. Like, like, people are like, oh, fucking dolphins. The fucking they jump over the moon, and they jump over rainbows, and they is fucking the language of like peace. It's like, nah, man. Those guys are fucking the chimpanzees of the fucking ocean. They are fucking like, they're just as fucking vicious as chimps. So keep your eye out for chimpanzees. That's how I'm going to end this fucking stream, okay? Keep your eye out for Liam. Keep your eye out for fucking chimpanzees. You fucking see a chimpanzee like on the loose, fucking shoot it. They're just fucking KOS, kill on sight any fucking chimpanzees you see on the loose. Because they'll eat your dick and they'll rip your hands off. They'll eat your fucking face. You know what I mean? They're like 3 times stronger than us. They're fucking buck wild, man. And like, they may be like nice and cute when they're infants and shit, but like once their balls drop or their asshole prolapses or whatever the fuck happens, yeah, you can't fucking trust a chimpanzee. So yeah, they got to stay behind bars. And if you see one down on the street, like if I went for a fucking walk right now and I saw a chimpanzee, I'm like, honey, give me the Bushmaster. Give me my Bushmaster. No, the other one. Actually, I got a shotgun. I'd be like, yo, give me that shotgun. I ain't never shot nothing with that shotgun. I mean, I've never shot anything with a Bushmaster. But that shit would be crazy to just be like, boom! Chimp 0, map R1. Yeah, dude, fucking Planet of the Apes. I can't watch those movies. They make me nervous. So yeah, so you got chimps and then dolphins. You got to keep an eye out for dolphins. Maybe killer whales. I don't know, man. I mean, I saw that movie Orca, and if you kill a killer whale's baby, it's pissed. But just in general rule of thumb, kill chimpanzees and avoid dolphins. That's all I'm saying. Dude, when somebody's like, I'm just joking, they're not joking. They're not serious. So yeah, they would be questioning, like, yo, what's up with this shit? This is really weird. Like, am I saying she has actual children? I don't know, but when those kind of comments, like when people see comments like that, you got to be like, what the fuck? The fuck are you talking about? Same thing like Liam was like, I got kicked out of the Boy Scouts. I got kicked out of the Scouts for inappropriate behavior. And you're like, what? And this isn't me making that. He fucking said that shit. And it was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like he brought up the stream where I got him to cry. Like a bitch. I got him to cry. He was like he starts crying about fucking getting kicked out of the Boy Scouts for being inappropriate. And it was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like nobody even brought up Boy Scouts, which is so weird. It's like I was an Eagle Scout. And as soon as I said I was Eagle Scout, suddenly he was in scouting as well. It's like, you're in a scouting, but you don't have any fucking patches or fucking photos or fucking anything. You can't show a single fucking fireman shit. You can't show shit. Like, so it's weird to be like, I was in the Boy Scouts, okay, but I got kicked out for inappropriate behavior. I'm gonna need you to extrapolate on that. And I think he like made up some bullshit story of like, yeah, the parents got together because I was teaching them how to be fucking commandos. Jesus. Sometimes you're just like, is this fucking real life? This guy for real? Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Remember when he said Asia? Remember when he said Australia was going to war with China? Do you remember that shit? Remember that shit a couple of years ago? He goes, guys, I've just heard some news. Australia's mobilizing. They're mobilizing. The commandos, friends of mine who trained me as a commando, they are being deployed. Can't say where yet. And you're just gonna be like, you fucking idiot. Like, yo, dumb fuck. Do you realize that there's like Australian commandos already fucking deployed everywhere? Like, do you realize there was already there's Australian commandos and they're not there now, but they were in Afghanistan. Wherever there's a large American coalition of forces, there's usually some fucking Aussies there. And usually the Aussies send their best. Oh my God. My brother has even talked about fucking like training with them some. So it's like they're being deployed. Like, bro, they're already fucking out there. I don't know what are you fucking talking about? Like boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Oh, ever since Raptor's been saying. So he just like steals other people's shit. Dude, I heard him the other day say, fly to Atlanta and I'll meet you in the parking lot. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's the shit that I said to Will Red. I was like, yo, fly to fucking Atlanta, dude, and let me know, and I'll meet you in the parking lot. And it was like, he literally used that. I was like, wait a minute. What are you talking about, Liam? It does sound made up, doesn't it? It's obvious Liam wants the clout the shows have been getting. Shit sounds made up. Oh, now she's saying she's the other thing. Yeah, dude, she's not fucking South American or fucking a minority at all. She's just a regular fucking European donkey bitch. What is it then? She calls her Azorian. Maybe it's not Azaria. I think it's like Azoria. There's like an E and an O in there, maybe somewhere. It was a dope car, dude. The only thing that sucked, like the gas tank, because like I guess the car had been sitting in a garage, in this dude's garage when my dad had bought it. Like it wasn't a running vehicle. So like my dad went over a couple of weekends to work on it before he gave it to me. Like he didn't want to just be like, here's the car, it doesn't work, I need to work on it a little bit. Like he fucking like went and worked on the car a little bit, made sure it was running, and then brought it home to hand it over to me. But I know that we needed to change the gas tank. Like the gas tank just had fucking sludge, no matter how many times I fucking filled up the tank, like there was still shit in it. To the point where I drove around with fucking fuel filters in my glove compartment. So like you'd be driving down the fucking, driving down the highway, in Newport News and all of a sudden be like, yo, the fucking car would just go, I'm like, fuck, god damn it. And fucking kind of, pull over to the side as quick as you can, open up the fucking hood, go get my fucking 2 tools out of the glove compartment and fucking sit there and then fucking put the new filter on. And then the car would start right back up just fine. And then we sold it. We sold the car because I was like going to New York during the summertime and staying with my uncle and going to the art student league and taking like continuing education classes. Right, I was taking classes at like a Manhattan college. I don't know what the fuck. It was just like some like Manhattan Community College. And then I was taking classes at SVA, like continuing ed for SVA, School of Visual Arts. And so the community college, like that's how I met Ken Landgraf and got to, just spend a fuck ton of time with that guy. So like went to his class, he saw like what I was doing. And then I started doing like private lessons with him. My uncle paid for it. It'd be like $30. I would pay $30 for a guy to then like show me how he would draw DC and Marvel comics. Isn't that pretty cool?
I wanted to ask you something.
How may I help you?
May I call Grandpa on your phone because Lori made my tablet die.
Oh geez. Yeah, you want to call Grandpa Bar?
On your phone.
Okay.
Wait, can you tell me your phone number?
You tell me my phone number. Grandpa Bar is in my phone. If you want to go get my phone and call him, you can.
But I don't know your phone's number.
Oh, you talking about my code? Okay, well, go get my phone. It's charging next to the bed. Bring me my phone, and I'll open it up, and then you can call Grandpa. So yeah, so I was like going up there during the summer times, and with Ken, like I would just like sit in his studio and fucking watch, just sit there and watch him, and like he would sit there and eat fucking sugar cubes and fucking draw. All right. There you go.
I wanted to face attack him.
Oh, you do? Okay. There you go. Hey,
I can't see
Hey.
his face.
you know, he has to turn his camera on.
Hey, yes, I'm fine.
So it would be like I'd be in Ken's studio, and he was the one who was like reference guy. Like he had fucking he had freaking steel filing cabinets just filled with stuff, like photos of stuff and drawings of stuff. So it'd be like, oh, I need a fast car. I need an image of a car. Like he'd go and like pull out this giant manila folder and like thumb through it and look for like a photo of a car that he had like ripped out of a magazine. Which I was just like, you know, like, I mean, you don't want to just draw the car. And it was just like, I got a fucking deadline. Like I'm trying to get this page done in a day. Like if I can, you know, use a reference from this ad photo. So these were all like ad photos that he was like collecting. Like he would like just rip out photos of stuff and like save it, you know, like woman pouring something. He'd fucking rip that page out if it was like a tea ad. I mean, he just had like just a filing cabinet of stuff. But I like when I was there, he was doing like some DC stuff. But then so that's where I met Ken Landgraf, and then with the SVA continuing education stuff, because I was like I was in classes with like adults and shit, you know, like continuing education. Like they didn't have high school kids. I was like the high school kid in there, and so it'd be like grown ass adults and doing shit with me. So I was competing with them. So one class I had Howard Post, and that was awesome. And Howard Post, he did like Hot Stuff and Casper and like all that shit, you know, the Wendy the Witch, and like he did all that stuff. He did some like Marvel and some DC stuff, but like that was his thing. And I just like I remember one time I came in with like a drawing of a woman, and she's like, you know, wearing her outfit, and like her crotch just kind of like it was flat, you know what I mean? And he was like, put some more curve onto it. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, show that she's got something there, not just a flat. I was like, oh, okay. Like you want me to draw like a pussy hump, basically. You want me to draw like a fucking sugar mound, you know? I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then that's also where I met Gene Colan in another class, and that was awesome. Like, you know, like I mean, like I didn't know what he looked like, you know. So I get in the elevator, and this little old man with a fucking members only jacket and like a navy hat with like the fucking braided rope on the thing. He like I hold the door. He gets on. We go to the floor, and it's the SVA building that had the library. We go to like the 5th floor, and he gets out, I get out, and he fucking walks to the room that I'm supposed to go to, and I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking Tomb of Dracula? This is fucking Daredevil? Like, holy fuck, right? So I like come in there, and it's just like, you know, a bunch of fucking grown men and like me, and it ended up being like at the time, like his cataracts was just fucked up. Like he's just looking at him in his eyes, and his eyes were all like fucking wonky and shit. But he would say, you know, I can't see your artwork, you know, to critique you, but you can come up and I'll talk. So again, it was like another, you know, like Howard Post, you bring in samples and he would, you know, critique them, and then, you know, you'd bring in the next 3 pages the next week and stuff. But Gene he brought in this giant newsprint sketchbook, you know, like a drawing pad. It was giant.
I had to go.
Oh, he did? Okay.
You had to go to Walmart or something.
Oh, okay. I'm almost done. I'll be done in a second. Cool? Can you shut that door for me? Thank you so much. So Gene was, his eyes were all fucked up, and so yeah, he sat there with his giant newsprint with like a Sharpie marker and was just just drawing, and he would like pull it real close and then pull it back and draw, and like no underdrawing. Like he's almost like that Korean dude, you know, who just like, I mean, the guy's dead, but he would just like draw shit, you know what I mean? Just start in one corner and just start drawing and not do any kind of like underdrawing or through drawing or anything. It's like Gene Colan, man. He just pulled out that Sharpie and was like, here's a horse, here's another course, here's a stagecoach, here's some tiny Indians in the background. They've got fucking bow and arrows and shit. And it was like full galloping horses, stagecoach, guys with shotgun. It was like, I don't fucking know shit. You know what I mean? It was like awesomely humble moments of just like, you know, you're sitting in Newport News, fucking, you know, drawing in your art class, and you're kind of crushing it. And like, if you stay there, there's no real competition. There's no real like reason to grow or room to grow. So, cause I was already drawing like better than everybody at the school. And that's not like a humble brag. I was just fucking just constantly drawing. And so there wasn't anybody better than me to be like, hey, let me see what you're drawing. Oh shit, I need to up my fucking ante. No, it was like the New York trips was like, okay, this is where I need to level up. This is what I need to level up. This is what I need to level up on. And like the art student league. So I was like 14. I started doing that, and that was like fucking new drawing. Like 14, like sitting there with like a room of like other adults, and this woman comes in and just strips buck naked. And like I saw her walking in, I was like, who's that lady? And then she just like started getting naked and was like, oh, okay. I'm 14. I'm seeing this grown lady's fucking bush in her fucking tits, but she also had like fucking bushes under her arms, so it was also like, the fuck, like. So, and then she got up there and that was it. So yeah, lots of fucking life drawing, life drawing, just to like catch gestures, you know what I mean? And it wouldn't just be like, okay, somebody's gonna come in and sit down and I'm gonna draw her for fucking 2 hours. No, it would be like, okay, we're gonna do 1 minute poses for 10 minutes. You know, and it would just be like every minute, you know, the model fucking moves. So you're just fucking trying to capture that original fucking weight. Like, okay, what foot is all the weight on? Where's that arm going? Where's this going? How's this draping? You know what I mean? You try to capture it as quick as you can. And that kind of translates into comic books and screen storyboards and shit. Because you're trying to capture something real quick. You know what I mean? Trying to capture the essence of the movement or the position. And then after that, you go into 5-minute drawings, you know, and you do like 5 of those, right? So you now have 5 minutes to work on this. So you start working on maybe shadows, you start working on a couple of other little details, and then you do, okay, now we're going to do the hour drawing where so like those initial drawings, like those, okay, 1 minute gesture drawings, like the fucking model is like just doing crazy shit, just doing like dance poses and stuff, because it's like I only have to hold it for a minute. But then once you get to like okay, we're gonna do the hour drawing, and then it was like, you know, the person would like hold a stick and like lean back, you know what I mean? It would like start doing like the fucking weird shit like that. But so yeah, I kind of miss life drawing. Kind of miss it. And that all came from this comment. So yeah, so I was doing the high school stuff, and then once I graduated on like a Tuesday, had my graduation ceremony at Hampton Coliseum, and on Thursday I was like walking down Broadway in Manhattan, like looking for a fucking job. Like as soon as I graduated, I bounced and headed up to New York and got a job. So I didn't need a car. So we sold the Mustang, and I guess that like went to some of my tuition or something. I didn't get the money. The money went to SVA tuition, which was ridiculously expensive. And like a side note, like at the same time, like my mom had like this fucking Corvette that she bought that she like loved. And so my dad sold the Mustang and my mom sold her Corvette to pay for that first year at SVA. Cause this is fucking SVA ain't no fucking joke. I don't know how expensive it is now, but at the time it was like fucking $12K a semester or something. And like that didn't include like art supplies. So like you'd get a list of materials. It was kind of fucking sucked too, because like like you go and you take, okay, I'm gonna take fucking painting, so you're like, oh, maybe I'll just get some fucking cheap ass acrylic paints and fucking just work through this fucking class. Like, no. Okay, these are the oil paints I want you to get. I'm gonna list off the fucking colors: titanium white, blah blah blah, burnt umber, blah, 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 and you're just like listing off these fucking colors. And by the end, you're like, he just listed off fucking 20 different fucking paints I'm supposed to have. And each one is like fucking $3. You know what I mean? You're like, I need you to have this brush, and this brush. I need you to have a palette knife. I need you to have fucking linseed oil. I need you to fucking have some of this. And you're just like, so you're like, what the fuck? So you like spend like another, I mean, by the end of the first semester, like I easily $1,000 in like art supplies. And like I had to buy a camera, like for photography, because it was like you can't go in there with a fucking point shoot, right? Because the teacher, even if it was like a fucking semester, it wasn't even a fucking full year class. And I was like, man, I'm just drawing comic books. Why the fuck do I need to buy a camera? Well, I would appreciate you buying a camera if you want to complete this class. It was like, all right. So you had to like learn how to do f-stop and fucking shutter speeds and all that shit. And then learn how to do dark room and learn how to fucking do all that shit. So like that becomes like, okay, so I got to go buy fucking film. I got to go buy like giant sheets. Not like, here's some fucking Polaroid. I had to buy like giant sheets of, light sensitive Kodak paper, which wasn't fucking cheap. And the camera, I tried to buy like the cheapest camera I could buy, but it was still like $200. And buying film, you had to like have at least shot 2 rolls of film every fucking week. And we have to do like contact sheets and stuff. It was wild, man. It was really it was crazy. So I guess I kind of appreciate it, but it was like what the fuck? Because I remember there was like some other courses, and I was like, how come comic book artists, like how come comic book illustration majors have to take all this fucking bullshit? But like some of these other fucking courses don't. Like, oh, does sculpture have to take photography? Like, no, they go straight into fucking studio stuff. Like, what the fuck? It was crazy. Like, they wanted me to like take some more electives my second year, and it was like, I gotta get into fucking the comic book shit. Like, this is fucking like killing me. Like, and like not drawing, not doing the comic book stuff. So that's why I dropped 2 of like my second year classes and just took my fucking portfolio to like 2 classes. It was like, yeah, I really want to be in your class. And it was like, well, all right, let me see your shit. Oh, okay, yeah, you're pretty good, yeah. And like, well, can you write a letter so that I can fucking give it to my, the counselor or whatever? And that was Klaus Jansen's class that I took. And so that was interesting. So I was in like second year student in Klaus Jansen's class, and that was like a 4th year class. So everybody that was there were like 4th year students and shit, and we were fucking really good. Like, there's some really good fucking artists in there. But I've never seen any of them. I've never bought any of their books. I haven't seen any of their names or recall seeing any of their names since then. But that was a cool class. Klaus Jansen, that guy was really interesting. Anywho, Azaria. I don't think it's Azaria. I think there's like an E and an O in there somewhere. We call our morgue back in the day. Now everything is all dude. Now you just like, oh, let me Google fucking car, and if you got a fucking plethora of cars, and you got like fucking Air July using fucking 3D assets and shit. It's fucking it's a different fucking time. Did you fight this? I did. Yeah, I was like, I replied like, yeah, this is bullshit. I fucking am like efapping him while he's showing my artwork. Like it's fucking dog shit. And nothing happened because after like 7 days or whatever, it like gets removed. Like you strike somebody, and they can like be like, no, I didn't do that. And then it's your job to like fucking kick it back. So like you kick it, they kick it back to you, and then it's your job to kick it back. And if you with legal paperwork, and if you don't do anything legal, then the fucking strike just like disappears. I should force him to sue me. I mean, like he's already saying he's gonna sue me. Like I'm like waiting for the paperwork from the Crown to get fucking delivered on a fucking boomerang. So it was like he went really hard about I'm gonna fucking sue Matt Barr, and then that just dissolved. Hey Matt, why do people treat me like I am crazy when I say I think people should use their own money to fund their comics? I mean, you're going to use some of your own money, but there is that is what crowdfunding was meant to be, and if your heart's true and you're fucking down for it, and you have the experience and the work ethic, crowdfunding should be a fair and legitimate way to raise the funds. If you don't have them, like Rock and Roll Ninja 2, I'm getting paid from the money from the first book. So they made 90 something, maybe 95K off of the first Rock and Roll Ninja. So that was enough to pay me. That was enough to pay Dixon. That was enough to pay Mares and Spalato. And then now he had the money to like start Rock and Roll Ninja 2. So Rock and Roll Ninja 2 is going to be finished before it gets released. I'm like on the last 10 pages of that. Maybe less. I don't know. I might go back and like redraw a couple of pages. I mean, I don't have a deadline, and your boy Zach is like, dude, you're working on your pace. So, because he knows I got other work, you know what I mean? So I'll like stop, I'll do other work, and then when there's nothing going on, then I can hop on to fucking Rock and Roll Ninja until somebody calls me, and then I go do something else, and then back to Rock and Roll. But I don't know, man. Rock and Roll Ninja 2 is like starting to turn into like a full-time job, and as soon as I finish Rock and Roll Ninja 2, like I'm already starting another book. We're like going back and forth right now. I thought I was going to be doing like the sci-fi book, but and then we were going to do this other book, but he's like saying that I should do this other book first, and then we do Wester, and then we do Rock and Roll Ninja 3. So I don't know, man. I'm busy as shit for at least the next 3 years, easily. And then I got like a cool job offer. I think I mentioned it before. We're still working out the details, because it's like I don't want to be a fucking company man. Like I want to keep my Django Fett fucking freedom. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you want to clone me, okay, but I'm fucking Django. Like I'm fucking free agent. Like I don't want to, like, if you want to hire me to do some shit, cool, but like, don't make a cartoon of me and put me on with like the other cartoon characters of the company. Like, I don't want to do that. So we're working that out. But yeah, I guess I could be a fucking comic book artist full time. I guess I am. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, like the next 4 years, you got work lined up. I guess I could be like, yeah, I'm a comic book artist full time now. And I take breaks for storyboards for Live Golf, ESPN. Dude, I love working for Live Golf. That is the fucking jam, man. They don't give a fuck, man. Those Saudis, they'll fucking pay some money. It's fucking dope. Anyways, but like I'm starting to work on something. I'm starting to work on this anthology that I'm on, that's on the DL, and I guess I'm gonna be drawing most of it. But yeah, that whole like, okay, if I want to like hire an artist, which I've talked to a couple of other artists, and like there's gonna be some money out of my pocket, but I'm also like wheeling and dealing a little bit, and like, yeah, if you want to get paid now, I'll meet your fucking rate. But if you fucking wait until we crowdfund, I'll pay you a larger fee for your page rate. Because I like how I budgeted it was like, okay, each page is going to cost. I mean, I'm just going to make up a number. I'm not going to get deep into my shit, but I'm like, okay, each page is going to cost me $250, right? With the art, lettering, writing, and editorial, like everybody gets a piece, and like that's where I'm at is $250. So that's like broken down mentally of like who gets what, and if somebody is like, well, if you're asking for lower than what I'm scheduling, I don't want to get into it too much because it's math and I need my spreadsheet open to like figure it out. But yeah, I see there's going to be some money out of my pocket, to pay for some of these people's time. And if they wait until the campaign goes live to get paid, then they will get paid more. And that's the deal that we're making, that him and I are making. So yeah, it helps, but yeah, the crowdfunding is hard. And there's a trust thing right now. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's just a trust issue in ComicsGate. Like maybe if you go on to Kickstarter, like there's fucking, I mean, like Kickstarter has like its own fan base. Like there's people who go on to Kickstarter and Indiegogo just to see what new comic books are coming out, as opposed to like Fund My Comic or Back Me Bro. Like Back Me Bro, like where you're just not going to get the name and recognition or traffic that you will with Kickstarter or Indiegogo. You will be held accountable. So that's the pickle, right? They're not going to these platforms because they're going to be held accountable for these fucking late ass fucking campaigns. So I'm kind of in both camps where I'm like, okay, there's stuff that's going to get paid for. I realize that I have to pay for some work before we go on a campaign, but then I'm working on something where we're going to finish it before it gets released. So we'll see. ComicsGate used to be a fucking amazing well of fucking talent, but then once you like tell the Diaz brothers to fuck off, once you start like kind of turning off people with the drama, like they fucking left. Like there was a bunch of people who were really good who just like they fucked off, You know, just like, yeah, I'm not fucking part of this. I'm not down with this. Guys, the people who did Mavericks. I mean, I'm like thinking about a bunch of people who were like, yeah, they put out books, and then they were just like, I can't get into this fucking Eric July shit. Just like, yeah, we're gonna turn ComicsGate into a fucking anti-Eric July, an anti-Eric July group. You know, people are just like, I'm not interested in that, and they fucking bounce. So yeah, the talent just isn't there because the books aren't even, like, where's the talent? Well, where's the books? Like, the books aren't getting made. You know, you got one guy from the Doormats. I guess he got busted like tracing and shit. And then Frog Tony, his fucking artist, like, can't fucking draw where the fuck, like that Frogman shit, like Fabulous Frogman shit. It's like, I don't know how you can fucking charge people for that fucking artwork. And then the guy was like, got busted for fucking using AI on like the Shogun of Harlem. Like, he put up like, hey, what about the Shogun of Harlem? And like, it was fucking AI artwork on the cover. You're like, bro, that fucking sword is AI. And he's like, no, I used a reference photo for this fucking for this sword. Oh, all right. Well, show the reference photo. Like, if you use a reference photo for this fucking sword that we're all saying is AI, then go ahead and show us the fucking reference photo. Nah, I don't have it. Okay, bro. Okay. All right. So yeah, the talent in CG is fucking gone. I pretty much had it with this stuff. Yeah, but I see you on the Doormats. I see you fucking streaming with One Gun and Cynic and these other fucking retards. Like, you're literally, I see you streaming, and I'm not gonna be like, you shouldn't stream with those people. I'm not saying that, but it's like, we're sitting here talking about these guys who are fucking lolicon and pedo sweepers, and you hop on their stream like it ain't no fucking big deal, dude. And most of the people had fucking bounced by the time you showed up with fucking BTM reviews and shit. This is the internets. Dubious. Remember when crowdfunding is crazy? Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks for reminding me. Well, I've heard some stories, but I've heard it's like being like molded into something else, and I'm not really worried. It's like the work that I get. It's not like, hey, Live Golf, hire me. It's like I work with somebody who is their creative director, right? Their creative guy who does all their fucking like promotional shit, all that shit. Like, I knew him from when I worked at ABC. So when I was like, that was like I was working at the Russian Tea Room. That was like I was like, man, fucking comics, this is fucking hard as fuck. Like, I finished school and was like, all right, time to go get a job at Marvel. Right. And not realizing that, like, you graduate from fucking college to draw comics, assuming you'd be fucking Marvel and DC. Like, bro, they've already got a stable of fucking artists. Like, to break in is fucking super, super fucking hard. I mean, like, at the time, all right, like, how hard is it to get into mainstream comics? And some of these, like, Ethan did like Harris. So you start up like a smaller company and then and then you get noticed and you get bigger. So props to these dudes for fucking getting there, because it's hard as shit, right? So like right now, it's fucking probably incredibly hard unless you are a black dyke in a wheelchair, or you fucking transitioned into a fucking duck or whatever the fuck, you know. No, that wasn't a jab at a lasmat. I'm not saying a lasmat's transitioning to a duck or anything. I'm just saying that, like, let's say, I don't know, you could fucking call it NBA or fucking special forces, right? Like, like, how many fucking Navy SEALs are there right now? 4,000 to 5,000, right? or like special forces. So you're like, okay, so there's more people in the SEALs, in the SEAL teams, than there are fucking drawing mainstream comic books. Like that's your fucking, that's your goal that you need to work for. There's more people playing in the NBA than there are people drawing fucking comics for mainstream on the regular. Like, yo, this is my regular career. Like it's fucking, it's small as fuck. So I was like, holy fuck, like this is insane. And I was just enjoying cooking, and I was enjoying the camaraderie of the kitchen. I fucking, when the kitchen gets hot, people start fucking yelling, the tickets start stacking up, dude. That's, I like just tighten up and get fucking into it. Like drawing and competing, you know what I mean? I just like fucking, just like get into a fucking flow state, you know? Yes, chef, absolutely, chef. What you need, chef? On the way, chef. 2 minutes, chef. You know what I mean? You're just fucking in the zone. That shit was dope. And then this dude that I knew who was first he was like an intern, and then he was a PA, like a production assistant. Like he interned at Cartoon Network, and which I didn't know. But and then he got his PA job at ABC, and he was like the host at this restaurant that I worked at another restaurant called Heartland Brewery. No, I'm sorry, not Heartland Brewery. He was in Commonwealth. He did work at Heartland Brewery for like a couple weeks and then left, but I knew him from Commonwealth Brewery. It was another place that I worked at in Rockefeller Center. Yeah, I worked in Rock Center. So like you would see people from like the fucking Saturday Night Live like come in and shit. It was kind of wild. But you like weren't supposed to talk to them, you know what I mean? You weren't supposed to be like, oh my God, fucking Jim Brewer, I fucking love your shit, dude. You know what I mean? You just fucking took their order and whatever. But he was like a host. And I remember like fucking getting so pissed off at him for his hosting duties because he like wouldn't put people in my area, right? I'm like, bro, like you're fucking killing me. Like, why are you putting everybody? And he's like, well, they're asking to be by the window, and I'm like, fucker. And so I would like draw pictures of him, you know, and he was kind of, you know, he was a pudgy guy with short arms, and I would draw him like with fucking T-Rex arms and shit. Like I would just be like, I can't beat the fuck out of you. Like saying mean shit to you doesn't mean. So I would just like draw drawings of him. You know, I would like hit the thing and get tape, you know, ticket paper, and just draw these fucked up drawings of him and fucking throw them at him. And so one day he was in a production meeting for Monday Night Football, and they were like, yeah, we need somebody to do some art. And motherfucker, did he not fucking throw my name on the table? Like from the fucking drawings of me drawing him looking like shit, like just, he loved them so much that, dude, let me tell you, at Heartland Brewery, like we would close the restaurant at Heartland Brewery, like, you know, hey, closing time, you know, last call, and then everybody leave. And so we would like get to sit there and like have a shift beer, have a couple beers, and a couple beers would turn into like several, because you know those fucking like microbrewery beers, like those beers cost like a quarter each. So the owner, John Bluestein, would fucking like hang out with us. We were like first generation and second generation wait staff for Heartland Brewery in the sense of he opened the restaurant and that was us. Hey. Copy that. It's almost 6. So he would like, you know, he was like, yeah, stay. But, you know, after us, like then, you know, wait staff just became fucking wait staff. But we were like John Bluestein, like was at my wedding and shit. And like one time he called me the stepson he never wanted. It was funny as shit. I was such a fucking grommet. But, so I would do like the chalkboards, you know, like the specials for the chalkboards, and I would like draw the, you know, the cool stuff. And then we had like a giant mirror behind the bar. And we had this pink mirror polished, and when it dried, it would dry white. So I would like draw the specials and stuff. And then we got chalk markers. Remember like having to shake them up and like, you know, get the fucking tip ready, and I would like draw Red Rooster Lager, and I would draw like a little rooster and stuff, and every couple of weeks I would redo it. Which, let me tell you, hand lettering fucking shit, while like, and I would do this while the restaurant was like open, right? So I would like be drawing this shit, and there would be people behind me fucking like talking shit and like, or like saying stuff. So like to be like fucking heckled while you're trying to draw and come up with fucking fonts for stuff, you know, was trial by fire for sure. Like you could turn around and be like, please stop fucking talking to me. Please stop. No, you're just like, fuck, the fuck. The funny thing is like, like I would be sitting there drawing, you know, Cuyahoga Brown Lager, Cuyahoga Ale, Oatmeal Stout, you know, chocolate oatmeal stout, or whatever the fuck, the beers that we had, and we had seasonal beers. There was like a full moon barley wine, bro. Let me tell you, and it was fucking dangerous. The full moon barley wine, like they had to serve it in 1/2 pint goblets, right? You couldn't get it in a regular pint, but like I'd be like, yo, give me that full moon fucking barley wine. Give me that shit in a Pilsner, bro. Give me that fucking, which is like a fucking glass like that big, almost like a 1.5 pints, right? It was like a larger. So it'd be like, not only was I like, nah, I want a full 1.5 pints. I get fucked up. So I'm like doing these, this art, doing the logos and doing this fonts and stuff. And like, you know, you start like brain farting on what font to use. So I would like start looking at the bottles, like all the liquor bottles, and be like, okay, oh, that font. Okay. And would fucking just like recreate fonts, just looking at bottles just to like come up with shit. And like, you know, how do you draw the words straight? How are you using like, because I mean, like, everything would be straight, and I didn't use rulers or anything. But what I would do, because sometimes I'm fairly smart. So I would use shit in the background. So there was like, here's the bar, here's the mirror. Behind me was like tables and shit, and then there was a mezzanine, and the mezzanine had like a railing, and then the rest of the top. So like if I looked at it and I held still, I could use the top railing in the reflection as my fucking as my ruler. So, you know, and then move my head a little bit, and then the railing had dropped, so I still had a straight line, and then I would do that. Then it would, you know what I mean? So you're like using the reflection in the reflection. It was fun. I had a blast. So he put my name out at ABC Sports. I went in there with like a fucking portfolio of like Daredevil and shit. Like it was like Marvel stuff, you know, that I was working on. I think I had like some Nightwing pages, because I had met an editor from DC and was like trying to, because that's what happened. Like you're just like you're constantly fucking scanning. And at the time, like if somebody was wearing like a Marvel t-shirt or had like a Marvel pin, like that was somebody. I know it sounds dumb, but like there just wasn't the merchandise and shit that's everywhere there is now. So like, if you're walking down the street and you see a guy wearing a blazer, and on the blazer there's a fucking Superman pin, chances are like he fucking like worked at DC, and you would like fucking ask him that, you know. Like one of like the guy who like brought me into Marvel and brought me into DC. Like I got to see the DC offices a couple times. I got to see the Marvel offices a couple times. And it was because of this guy named Jason Liebig. And Jason was like a assistant editor for like the X books. But he and a bunch of people like came in to this place that I was working, like Pro Sports New York. It was like this skate shop. I was working at a skate shop. And he came in with like an X-Men shirt. And I was like, yo, do you work for, you know, do you work for Marvel? Or I was like, dude, do you work in comics? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you work for Marvel, right? Because it was X-Men. He was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm going to SVA. Like, you had to be fucking balls out. Like, you know, people are like, oh, you fucking try hard. Like, bro, people who fucking call you a try hard are fucking don't try hard enough. You know what I mean? It was like constantly, you know, it was like, that's the dreams. You try hard to get your dreams set. Which, like, if somebody was like, yo, do you want to work for Marvel now? I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I work for Marvel. And I was like, well, I go to SVA. And he was like, oh, really? You know, I was like, yeah, you know, I have a portfolio. I'd love to like show you. And he'd be like, okay, well, here's my number. And he gave me his card. And then, you know, took a couple weeks of like calling him. And then finally I got up there. He looked at my portfolio, liked it. Actually, you know what? I had been to Marvel once previously for this guy who was like the editor for Daredevil, which is why I had Daredevil pages. But like the only reason why he like met me is because of my fucking uncle. Like, I think he like wanted to fuck my uncle, and so I like came into his office, you know, my portfolio, and like he was like asking me questions about my uncle and shit. And I was just like, what the fuck? The fuck? It's fucking weird. So it wasn't even really like, oh, hey, I want to see your stuff. It was just like, I'm some fucking homo and I want to get with your fucking uncle. It was fucking gross. So, so I met Jason. He saw my portfolio. He like gave me an X-Men script to work on. Of course, I ran home and started working on pages, you know. And so it's like, I think I maybe called him like a week later and was like, yeah, I got 4 pages. And he was like, oh, okay. And then it took like another couple weeks to finally like get in there. And he like had the comic book that the script was from. So we were like comparing what I did to what was being done in the comic book. So that was dope. And then and he was like, yeah, man, just keep working on your stuff, you know. And that's basically what it was like, just keep, you're almost there. Just keep working. Just keep working on your stuff. I was like, okay, no problem. And then he like left that job. He like left Marvel and ended up at DC Comics, right? And like I ran into him on the street. Was like, yo, what's up? How's it going, man? And he was like, hey. I'm like, so how's Marvel? And he was like, I'm at DC. I was like, bro, can I show you my new shit? You know, can I show you some samples? He was like, yeah, totally. So I got to, you know, go up there to DC. I also got to see another older dude at DC Comics. I don't remember his name, which I feel like a shithead for. But I got his number from Joe Orlando, one of my teachers. Joe Orlando used to be the art director at DC, and I was taking his class. And so he was like, yeah, you know, you should give him a call and see where you are. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, that was the thing. It was like you wanted to show your stuff to editors just to see like where you were. You know what I mean? And like, it wasn't like, hey man, I really love your stuff. This is fantastic. This is great. Like, yo, like editor portfolio reviews were fucking like blood sport. It was a bloodbath. And that's kind of what you wanted. You wanted somebody to be like, you need to work on this. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. You need to work on this is how this does. You need to do this, and this. Like, you know, your instructors are like a little bit nicer because, you know, you're paying tuition and shit. But like just fucking like industry editors, fucking just no quarters given, which is what you need, right? People are like, oh, this is my art style. Then it's like, get the fuck out of here then. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I think I get a lot of my my sense of criticism of stuff like from that, like just fucking not bloodthirsty, but just fucking cold and fucking like, oh yeah, like we'll hang out, it's cool, but once I look at your artwork, I'm like a different person talking about your shit. So that was cool. So I got to go to DC a couple times. Got to go down to the Mad Magazine floor. Because DC Comics and Mad Magazine were like like on this in the same building. And yo, the DC fucking offices were so fucking dope. Like you go into the main fucking room and it had like fucking Metropolis street paint, you know, it would look like storefronts, and it had fucking Superman coming out of a fucking phone booth. And then you go through these doors, and suddenly you were on the fucking rooftops of fucking Gotham. Like they're like shit was painted to look like you're on the rooftops. It was fucking cool as fuck. And you had a like a water tower, you know, in the middle of the floor. And in the water tower, you go in, and that was like the coffee station was in the water tower. It was so dope. Completely different from Marvel. Like DC felt. Also, Shelley Bond. I don't know if you know Shelley Bond. She also brought me, because I had a class. So yeah, every time I like had an instructor who like had some clout, like I was fucking like trying to get into the offices to like see where I gauged, and to like start creating a repertoire with the editors, because that's, you know, editor will like see your stuff, but then we'll also be like, yeah, this kid's okay. You know what I mean? You just try to fucking like build a relationship, if that makes any sense. You know, you can be like, hey, I'm cool. I'm not a fucking weirdo, and I draw. I can meet your deadline. You know, there's criteria, I guess. But yeah, Shelley, that was cool. She was from Vertigo. She was a Vertigo person. And she brought me up. But yo, the DC offices were like neater. They were more like organized. It felt more organized. Like the Marvel, there was just fucking shit stacked up everywhere. Like it'd be like, yeah, hey, let's go down this fucking hallway, and there'd be like, watch out for this box. There'd just be like fucking boxes and shit just fucking stacked everywhere. And like the bullpen, there was like not what I thought. Like it was just like maybe one or two dudes. I thought like the bullpen, there'd be like fucking everybody there. You know what I mean? Like John Ramirez fucking Jr. would be there. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like I that's what I thought. But it was just like this fucking little area with dudes fucking using whiteout and fucking like fixing shit. There's just fucking, it looked like a fire hazard. But yeah. Anyways. Did you see the announcements? I didn't, but I had heard about it from somebody else. Fuck. Just a fucking long ass story, and I didn't even get, so like I get the job at ABC Sports, right? I go in there, I have this portfolio, and they're like, oh yeah, he could do this, So I ended up just doing like lots of storyboards and production art, and I worked on a couple of like bioblasts where they were like, you know, highlighting an act in one of the football players, and they had like a drawing in the background. They had like some shit going on in the background. It was mostly like storyboards and shit like that. And the guy that I knew from Live Golf was working there. Like he was like an assistant, like second assistant, you know, camera operator or something. You know what I mean? He was like about the same age as me. I think he was like a couple of years older than me, but he was like, yeah, like just starting fresh. And like we hit it off, and you know what I mean? You just escalate. So like, you know, once he was like doing shit, he was like, hey man, like remember what you were doing with ABC Sports? Can you do it for me with this? Yeah, sure, no problem. And then that just like snowballed into fucking 20 years of fucking working together. And then you work with him on a project, and then suddenly you meet some other people, and then you work on their project, and then you meet other people, and then you're like, you're working on this one project, and somebody's like, hey, let's paint a background. Can you paint a background? Yeah, I can fucking paint some backgrounds. And suddenly you're painting tarps for fucking NFL interviews. You're fucking doing shit, right? And then somebody else is like, hey, I saw those tarps. Like, can you do one for me? Like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then this guy like left, and then got hired for Live Golf to do shit. And so like when he got hired, he fucking called me up and was like, you want to do some tarps for fucking Live Golf? And I was like, yeah. So we did some tarps, And then now I'm doing
Dad,
storyboards.
What if the show Blue's Clues on?
Blue's Clues is on Amazon. All right.
Blue's Clues.
Dude, Malin chases off. He's chased off a bunch of people. He's chased off like tons of people who were just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this. Like the whole like Irene shit. Like I talked to her. You know, I was hanging out and streaming with her, and it bothered her. The shit bothered her. She wasn't, you know. And it's like, oh, maybe like some like light elbowing, you know, a joke every once in a while. But like Malin was just like, as soon as she's on the stream with him, it was just like a hammering. There was rarely any just like just chill streams. It just seemed like every fucking stream he was on, he was like just jabbing at her and poking at her and shit. And eventually, like, a grown woman is just like, I don't want to fucking hear that shit anymore. You can't blame her for being like, you know what, man, I think I'm gonna go hang out with these people because they don't make stupid fucking comments the whole time. But yeah, him just being like, oh, you like to tweet. You like to tweet, you fucking bastard. It's like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. This guy's a great painter. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in fucking I'm not really interested in doing mainstream. Just really not. Yeah, Live Golf was interesting. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go do some family stuff. So Liam was lying. Here's receipts. I don't know what the game plan was with these guys bringing them on and just letting them fucking, I guess, just giving them a whole spool of rope. But yeah, so that's the scoop. All right, so I'm out. Y'all have a good night. And that's it. Be brave. No quarter given. No quarter asked. Dude, you're late. I'm like leaving now. I'm like wrapping this up. Hail Stanley, the original sniper. All right, guys. Mo. I'm hungry. I'm going to get another beer too.